injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
The second biggest day in the single A high school football season is upon us. State semifinals live from the Star City of Velva, North Dakota, as the Velva-D-A-G Garrison Aggies look to defend the state championship. They look to defend their home field today as well as they welcome in the Trinity Titans in the state single A semifinals. Welcome in football fans to what should be a real dogfight here today on the PSP Network. Alongside of Mr. Bryce Gutknecht, I'm Nick Hulberg for the call today on the PSP Network. This is our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely service that won't slow you down. No appointment needed. Stay in your car for the drive-through oil change, typically in about 15 minutes or less. Your time's important. We save you time and money with a 15-minute oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Minot and in Bismarck. Find us online, ValvolineInstantOilChange.com. Digital radio broadcast today here on the PSP Network. The gentlemen from Beck Sports are here with video. We invite you to turn that on and leave our audio on. We'd love to entertain you here today and paint the picture for you for this single A semifinal matchup. Alongside of Bryce Gutknecht, once again, I'm Nick Hulberg. Owen Patterson will join us from the field in just a moment. Bryce, good afternoon. Welcome in. Take number 2 at this pregame show here today. It's showtime, my friend. This should be a fun one today between two 11-0 football teams, two of the best that remain in the state of North Dakota. We talk about home field advantage. Well, this week it's a little bit unique because last week Velva had to make their way into the Magic City to play at Dwayne Carlson Stadium due to Mother Nature and the snow that she dropped out here in the Star City. Now the Aggies return back to the grass field here today. Do you see that being a factor in today's ballgame?
Well, I tell you what, Nick, I've watched the warm-ups here, both teams going through some offensive sets. Tried to watch the footing, see if anything would be an issue. I know the community did a heck of a job getting this field ready to go, reaching out, helping Mr. Weidler and the programs and stuff. Looks great, looks ready to go. Doesn't look like we're going to have any issues. A true home field for the Aggies today.
This place has a mystique to it. Something unique about driving into Velva, North Dakota. You come across the bridge, over the river, into the city park. That's where you find the sport complex with Larry Sandy Field and the baseball field as well here. What is it about this place that makes it so unique? And not only unique, but so tough to play at. The Aggies are almost unbeaten all time here on their home field.
You look at the history, just a rich history of success dating back to Larry Sandy years, all the state titles. You throw in the co-op now that's been super successful for the Aggies with Drake and Animus and Garrison. You bring in a lot more fans in with that are a part of the Aggie football and the foundation. I tell you what, these fans are ready to go here. This place is packed.
It should be a real war today between these two teams in a matchup again in the state semifinals. We're going to bring in our third member of our broadcast team, Owen Patterson, down on the field here today. And Owen Patterson had a long night last night as he and I were out in West Fargo covering the Magicians and West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. The Magi had a thriller last night. Are you ready for some more football today, my friend?
Could never get enough postseason football, Nick.
It should be a fun one today between the Aggies and the Titans from Trinity. In your mind, is there one key or an X factor in this ball game today, Owen, as you're down on the field getting a temperature for the mood between these two teams?
You know, these two offenses are some of the best we've got in the state. And they got two really good quarterbacks as well, as good as you'll find in single-A football. You got Ben Shep for Velva-D-A-G Garrison. You got Kovac for Dickinson Trinity. I think the key for this game, it might be a game that ends up in the 40s, and I know you're going to like this. It might be whoever has the ball last. These teams are no They're going to be ready to go today here on the natural surface in Velva, which is very clear right now.
Well, it's clear, and not only is it clear, it's a lot warmer this week than it was last. You got to like that being the roving sideline reporter today as well, don't you? Last week was kind of torture, wasn't it?
I do. No Carhartts today, Nick.
Yeah, we appreciate you on the field. That's Owen Patterson bringing you coverage on the field here today as a third member of our broadcast team. Last week, that was an issue, it felt like, for Shiloh in the ballgame. And not to take anything away from anybody in that contest last week, but the Velva-Aggies sure seem to really embrace that cold weather. It's almost like they were begging for it to snow on them that day in the state quarterfinals.
I couldn't agree more. They embraced the situation, different things that happened through that, moving that game, the cold. They were ready to go from the jump, and it showed, obviously, with the big win there in the quarterfinals.
Well, you heard from Owen Patterson earlier on about that quarterback matchup. When we come back to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, we're going to break that down a bit more. We'll give you those kids' numbers coming into today's ball game. We'll also take a look at the single A bracket. 4 teams remain. It will be narrowed down to 2 after today's ball game comes to a close. 48 minutes determines whether or not your season continues or if you've got a spot in the Dakota Bowl for 2023. The stakes are high. So is the intensity here at Larry Sandy Field. It's North Dakota Single A semifinal coverage on the PSP Network. I wouldn't go anywhere. This one should be a doozy today between the Aggies and the Titans.
Great news. If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
There is no place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
In the 2000s, when you think of teams that have state tournament, state playoff, state championship dominance, 2 teams that come to mind automatically seem to be the Velva-Aggies and the Trinity Titans. You look at these 2 teams. Trinity's been to the Dakota Bowl 6 times. The Aggies are 10 for 10 in the Dakota Bowl and another championship before 1993. Today they match up for a trip to the big dance in the Fargo Dome next week. Welcome back into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show here today, live from Velva, North Dakota on the PSP Network. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, 5 locations throughout western North Dakota. 15 minutes and a drive-through oil change. You can't beat it. I just sit right in my car. I check my email, maybe eat my lunch. It's just fantastic. They do a great job with trained technicians. It's quick. It's convenient. You don't even have to get out of the car to pay for it, Bryce. Fantastic stuff at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Taking a look at the bracket, how these teams got here. Well, the single A quarterfinals opened up with action last week. That was actually round number 2 of the single A playoffs. The opening round saw Velva-D-A-G Garrison over Bowman County big, 52-20. Shiloh took down Bishop Ryan 28-14. That set up quarterfinal number 1. Trinity took down Stanley 42-0. Goose egg on the board for the Titans. DLB got upset by Killdeer by a point, 21-20. That set up quarterfinal number 2. Trinity against Killdeer. That's the west side of the state. On the east side of the state, the Kindred Vikings, the number 2 seed in the playoffs, took down Harvey Wells County 49-6 in the opening round. Carrington defeated Oaks 27-6. That set up semifinal number 3 with Kindred and Oaks. Langdon area Edmore Munich took on Lisbon. Another goose egg, 33-0 in favor of the Cardinals over the Lisbon Broncos. Central Cass blanked Cavalier 42-0. That sets up quarterfinal number 4 with Langdon area Edmore Munich and Central Cass. Kindred against Oaks, Velva against Shiloh, Dickinson against Killdeer. In those quarterfinal matchups, here's what happened on the east side of the state. Langdon area Edmore Munich took down Central Cass 26-24. They advance. Kindred got past Oaks 39-6. Kindred plays Langdon area Edmore Munich today. Velva didn't have much trouble with Shiloh. They won 44-14 to advance into the semis. Trinity had to go through Killdeer 35-13. Titans over the Killdeer Cowboys. Velva-D-A-G Garrison against Trinity. Kindred against Langdon area Edmore Munich in the state semis here today. Is there one thing in your mind that really stood out to that last matchup where Velva took down Shiloh 44-14 in the Magic City just a week ago?
One thing for sure was the adjustments. We saw that hurry-up offense out of Shiloh. Came down, made it a game early, marched down the field. Just the adjustments made with the secondary by Mr. Weidler. I've seen him doing that for years here now, back to his days of defensive coordinator and now the head coach. He's going to have to do more of that today, make some adjustments during this game. He knows that. And just the firepower. Through the air, on the ground, all these weapons you have to account for. It's a lot.
One of those weapons, the defense as well for the Velva Aggies coming into today's showdown. This is a Velva team that, man, they're tough to get yards on. 965 yards total on the rushing side. Their defense has allowed 965. Through the air, they've only given up 431 for a total of 1396, Bryce. On average, that's 155 per game. That's a big-time number for Velva-D-A-G Garrison. Today they go against a high, potent offense led by the quarterback, Jace Kovash, here for Trinity. 2,147 yards on the ground, 1,800 yards through the air for 39.47. That's averaging 394 per game here today. When you look at those numbers and you break it down, this certainly won't be a cakewalk for either team in this ball game here today. Is there one team in your mind that has the edge? The Aggies are ranked number 1. They're the media polls selection as the top team in the state. But it certainly, on paper, could be a 1 or 2 possession ball game going either way here today, it seems.
Looking at both rosters up and down, Trinity, a lot of similarities to Velva. A lot of guys, multiple scores. A lot of receptions, a lot of yards, a lot of weapons, just like Velva does. We'll see. Traveling, I always account for the travel. Long day for them to get here to Velva. It's going to be interesting, Nick.
Well, the teams line up at their respective goal lines as we are just about to salute our great country, the United States of America, with our nation's national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. We'll take one more break. We'll come back. We'll salute our country. We'll be back with our keys to the game and the player matchup to watch for today's showdown. It's the Aggies and the Titans in the state semifinals. It's live here on the PSP Network.
Can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Time wears down as we get set for the state semifinals today on the PSP Network. The national anthem was played. God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Giant thank you to each and every one of those servicemen and women and all those veterans out there for making the sacrifices that they have made and continue to make. God bless America. God bless you all once again. Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show here today. 15 minutes or less. Drive-through oil change. You can't beat it at Valvoline. Time to break down some players to watch for here today. Talked about Jace Kovash. 36 rushes on the year for 5 touchdowns. He's gone through the air 188 times. He's completed 111 of those passes, Bryce, for 1,800 yards. 34 TDs for him on the season. He goes today against Ben Shemp. And my goodness, talk about two kids that are stellar as far as the stat line is concerned. It's like Xbox numbers for both of those young men here today in Velva.
Yeah, you look a lot of similarities on both of there. The numbers are just stacked. The amount of touchdowns, dispersing the ball to all their weapons. I'm ready for a show. I'm glad we got a front row seat here.
Yeah, we certainly do. Ben Shemp on the season, the All-Stater, 42 touchdowns on the year, 3 on the ground. He's gone for the rest through the air. His targets in the air, Trey Eigelhart, the All-Region player, Reggie Bruner, an All-Region player. How about Reggie last weekend in the state quarterfinals? 3 touchdowns for him, well over 100 yards last week. You talk about weapons, and Velva's got him. We haven't even mentioned Hank Bodine, 27 touchdowns on the ground. On the other side, you're going to see Isaac Kuderda, 3 touchdowns for him, a wide receiver. Dassinger in the backfield, 9 touchdowns on the ground. He's got 3 more through the air. Luke and Jake Schulb, the wide receivers, are going to have the lion's share of the catches today. 546 yards for Luke. Jake's got 274. 9 touchdowns for Jake, 8 on the season for Luke Schob here today. But Jeremiah Gillick's going to play a factor in this contest as well. The big dog, 11 receptions for him and 114 yards, 3 TDs. They use him when needed. And Gage Glasser, another tight end here for Dickinson Trinity, 10 touchdowns for the senior on the season. Both teams have a real stacked lineup, don't they?
The numbers are so impressive, Nick. Breaking them down, each team averaging over 400 yards of offense. I see it like this. I still don't know how much Trinity will want to get into a track meet with Velva. I don't know a game in the 40s, like Owen had said earlier. I think Trinity would rather keep it in the 20s, count on their defense some, come up with some big stops, which is a huge task when it comes to this Aggies team.
Velva's going to be in blue and yellow today. The blue tops, yellow pants. They've got a white and blue stripe on the pants here today with the white buckets on. Trinity's in all white. They've got red trim. 2 red stripes down the pant leg. They got the double T on the side of the helmets. The Aggies from the right to the left on your radio dial today. Trinity from the left to the right. Opening kickoff is going to be a quick pooch kick here to the near side. Ball's on the ground. Oh, the Aggies have it. On the opening kickoff, the ball comes to the near side. Hits one of the bullets on the near side, and the Aggies pick it up on the opening play of the ball game.
Complete disaster early for the Titans. Hand it right over off the opening kick. Velva's in business inside the 40-yard line.
Well, the head official is going to come over and talk to John Oderman, the head coach here at Trinity. He is furious on the near sideline. Owen Patterson down on the field. Owen, any idea what the argument there is from the head coach of the Trinity Titans, saying maybe the ball didn't travel as far as it needed to? Is that the only thing I can come up with?
Touch it. So Trinity was the first team to touch it, so that doesn't matter. I really couldn't understand. There's a lot of cheering from the Velva audience.
Back to pass, Ben Shep from the 40-yard line, across over to the far side, incomplete. That pass tossed out to Bruner. It's incomplete, brings up a second down and 10 here for the Aggies as they work from the Trinity 35-yard line. Well, how do you like that opening play from the Velva Aggies on a little pooch kick that ends up on the ground?
Yeah, Trinity guy had the right idea. He tried to just jump on that ball, and he wasn't trying to return it at all. Like you said, it's a little cold, a little slippery. That ball might be a little bit. It just squirmed right out to the side. Velva's there to recover, and they're in business.
36-yard line from the left hash. Aggies on the Trinity side of the field as Shep works from the shotgun, pitches it back. Here's Hank Bodine, bus free on the right side. Bodine's up over the 25-yard line. First down for Velva, and the Aggies move the chains on their second touch of the ball game. And you can hear those Aggie fans in the background here today. They were certainly engaged early on the first 2 touches for the Aggies in the state semifinal. Up to the line again. Sorry, Bryce.
Great run there by Bodine. Shep, that's a ball he's going to want back on that first play. Had Bruner open in the middle of the field, just couldn't deliver him the ball.
Center crowd of the field. They pitch it back here. It's Eigelhart cutting free. He's at the 15. Flag on the play. Eigelhart's inside the 5, but there's a flag on the near sideline. We'll wait for that call right in front of Owen Patterson down there. Be careful down there, my friend. My goodness, hey?
That was a pretty clear holding.
Play's going to come back. It's going to be charged on the Aggies.
A little different look there. Eigelhart in the backfield, just a toss back to them. Just an army of blockers there, but got an early hold. That's going to put them in a little hole here. About 1st and 15 here.
Ball moved back to the 29-yard line at the left hash. Snow covering the ground all the way around the field on the bank of the Souris River here in Velva, North Dakota. Lights are already on for the afternoon ball game. Winner moves on, loser goes home. Quick pitch to Bodine, goes to the right side. He stood up in a hurry, and the stop is made there, is making the play for the Trinity Titans as Jake Schob, the cornerback, comes in and makes the stop.
The corner coming up, not afraid to lay a lick there on Bodine. Still no gain on that play.
Second down and 15 here for the Aggies as they work from the middle of the football field. Historic venue here in Velva. Home to the 11-time state champions and defending single-A title holders. Ben Shep back to pass, working here with 10:33 left in the opening quarter. Shep on the run, goes to the far side. He's blasted there as Jeremiah Gillick, the linebacker, came in and made the stop. That's going to be a short gain of about 2 on the play, and it's still going to be a 3rd down and 13 coming here.
Great coverage by the secondary by the Titans, doing that 2-deep safety look. Shep had nowhere to go with the football, tried to see if there was a running lane on the right side over there, and Titans recovered well and bottled that up. Going to have 3rd and long here.
Well, the Aggies work now with 9:57 ticking down. Play clock's at 8 from the right hash. Ball outside the 35-yard line of the Titans as the Aggies spread out the offense. A pair on each side. Shep fires across the middle. He's got Bruner. He's inside the Serpro red zone. Down to the 10. 5 makes a cut. Touchdown. Reggie Bruner's into the house, and it's 6 on the board for the Aggies. What a give-and-go play that was.
Kind of similar to that first look. right in the middle of the field. The Aggies attacking that again. It appeared like two Titans ran into each other. And what these receivers do so well, they have all year, the yak, the yards after the catch, Nick. We see it right there. 6 points for the Aggies.
13th time on the season, Reggie Brunner's climbed into the end zone, made an excellent cut. Like you mentioned, two players go down, 2-point conversion coming. Hank Bodine scrambling to his left, diving in. He's in for the 2-point conversion.
Gotta like the Titans there. They had to like their position there at the early turnover. They get that penalty. They get the Aggies in 3rd and long. Can't come up with the stop.
Bodine gets the 2-point conversion after Reggie Brunner is into the end zone for the touchdown early in the ballgame. 9:40 left here in the opening quarter. First possession of the first drive of the ballgame. The Aggies kick it off. Forced a fumble on the opening kick. They take it down and punch it in for 6.
Stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
32 yards to the house for Reggie Brunner. And the Aggies strike for first blood today on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. BNC National Bank locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Another quick squib kick on the ground there. That one's going to come to the near side. They target number 34 again here on the near sideline. I do apologize. We don't have him on a roster sheet.
I don't see a 34 there, Nick. He probably thinks they're picking on him a little bit there. Second kick right at him.
Might be 84 rather. We apologize. That's Iltz. Here come the Trinity Titans working now from the 40-yard line on their own side of the field from the right hash. Handoff to start the game from Kovash as he hands it off. Dossinger dives forward for a gain of just about 4 on the play. Hurry up offense, get ready for a high-flying affair here today as Trinity goes with no huddle as they work it again here on a 2nd down and 6. Dossinger on the carry, finds a seam. That's going to be good enough for a first down if they mark it where it looks to be lying, and they will right at the 50-yard line. First down and 10 here for Trinity. The challenge of that hurry-up offense and the adjustments needed to be made on the defense, what is that really like?
It can be a little overwhelming at first. You're trying to, Dickinson Trinity's not substituting, so you can't get fresh guys on the field. Let's see what kind of adjustments can be made here by the Aggies.
8-0 Velva on top, 8:58 to play, first quarter, handoff. Dossinger up the middle, he runs into the Velva defense and shutting the door on the front line for the Aggies. Luke Selzler was in on the stop for Velva and company.
Already a different look there. They went with a 5-man look up front.
How about the trips over here on the right? Quick hitter to the near side. It's Schob that's going to receive it. Schob's got company now. He's wrapped up and taken down by Reggie Brunner with a gain of just about 1 on the play. And it brings up a 3rd down and 9 now here with 8:25 ticking down in the opening quarter of football. Trinity trailing by a score, 8-0. Velva on top early. A nest of 3 wide receivers again here on the near side as they work from the right hash and they pitch it back. Dossinger on the 3rd down and 9, cuts to his left. He's taken down. What a play there. A gain of just about 1, but flying in and making the stop for Velva was Brayton Bossert.
What a play from the safety position, flying up. I always say play fast. Good things are going to happen. We're set up with 4th and 7. Early look from the secondary from the Aggies. Press coverage. I love that.
This time from the right hash, 53-yard line. The drive started at the 40. They got a first down. They got it up to the 50. But now they find themselves with a 4th and long. They're going to look to go for it with 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Falling back to pass, Kovash across. He connects here with Shaw. Make that Dossinger rather. He's up into Velva territory to the 30-yard line. Tackled. Then he breaks free, cuts in over the 30. And that's a big-time play there as Dossinger has the reception and the yards after the tackle. The chains move, and Trinity's on the move, approaching the Serve Pro red zone.
Great play call. Snuck him out to the left flat there. Plenty of room to run and get the first down on a big fourth down.
Dossinger slips just a bit as he cut to the left, went to the right. He runs into the wall there of the Aggies, almost at the line. That was Eigelhart coming in from the corner spot. He makes the stop. It's a gain of 2 and a second down and 8 coming here for Trinity, working right from the center of the field at the 27-yard line, let's call it. Forgive me on those numbers here today. Field's taking a beating a bit here in the playoffs. Gotta love that factor of it, though, don't you?
Absolutely. It was nice of Trinity to give us a little bit of a break there, and took about 20 seconds to call this play.
Dossinger's got it again on the handoff. He works to his left, then his right, then he's swarmed up. A pair of Aggies take him down to the ground. Stop is going to be made here by Velva. And Kelsa Maskell, senior linebacker at 5'11", 185, came in and made the play on Dossinger. The senior running back here for Trinity, 45 touches on the ground for 445 yards. He's had a workout already in the ballgame. 6:16 ticks down to the first quarter. 8-0 Velva, 3rd down and 7. Here for the Titans as Kovash looks to the near sideline, looking for the call. Dual wide receivers on each side. As it's Kovash that's back to pass, fires it, taking a shot down to the far corner. It's going to be incomplete. Oh, late flag on the play. Talk about late. That came flying in way after that ball was down. Yoakum was there with the coverage, but there might be some pass interference coming here on the Aggies.
Ball's underthrown there. It's a tough position for Yoakum. I can see what the ref is saying there. Doesn't get his head around. If he turns his head around, I think he's in a good position, and that flag is not thrown.
Well, the free first down coming here for the Titans, as that will be a penalty on the Aggies. That takes it into the Serve Pro red zone. 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians and advanced technology at Serve Pro. Ball's going to be marked at the 16-yard line. Here was 6 on the dot to play first quarter. Trinity trailing by a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, 8-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
A little meeting of the minds here in the middle of the field. I'm not really sure, maybe in regards to where it's spotted.
1st and 10 on the 16-yard line.
Both officials came together. Oh, they're going to move the ball up now.
More.
They move him to the 16, working from the center of the field. Beautifully crowned field here at Larry Sandy Field in Velva, North Dakota. 30-plus year legendary coach Dossinger takes the handoff, runs to his left, wrapped up in a hurry. Aggies are going to make the stop as Hank Bodine comes in and shuts the door on that first down carry. It's actually a loss on the play.
Bodine downhill, right in Dossinger's face. Dossinger's been a lot of success on his first drive, shedding that first tackle. Yards after contact have been very good. Hank Bodine says no, sir, on that one.
Crowd continues to gather around the football field that's got snow all the way around on the banks surrounding the field. The field is cleared off here today, and it's the Titans that work here on the second down. And 11, pass to the near side, tossed down, incomplete. It was on its way to Gillick, just out of his reach as there was coverage in the secondary from the Aggies that shut down that play. Kelsa Maskell was there to make the play.
Couple early good look from the defensive line here. Velva kind of forcing that roll out there, kind of had him hurry that ball out by Kovash. Couple good early pressures by that D-line.
5:19 to play here in the opening quarter. 8-0 Aggies on the BNC Bank scoreboard. From the shotgun, Kovash works. Motion man comes across the line. 2 wide receivers now on the left, 2 on the right. Kovash looks to take a shot. No, he's going to keep it on the option play. Works inside the 10-yard line. Then he's wrangled up. Reggie Bruner hog-tied him right by the ankles and took him down. It's going to be a 4th down and a long 7 coming here for Trinity.
I'm looking at Reggie Bruner down there. He is jacked up, ready to go. He's been playing press coverage. Couple big hits early on this first drive. Kovash receiving one on this drive, on that play, excuse me.
This game's about as intense as the pigs in the blanket they had on the free will offering, the donation. Owen will come to you in a second to make sure you got one of those pigs in a blanket here today. My goodness. Two wide receivers on the left, one on the right, working from inside the Serve Pro red zone, fired across the middle at the goal line. Is it in for a touchdown? It's going to be close at the 1 yard line. Pass complete, and Jake Schob was there to make the play on that toss from 16 yards out all the way down. A 14-yard pitch and catch for the Titans.
Call that almost like a wheel route. Number 20's coming out, causing some confusion in the coverage there. Probably looking at him saying, are you going with him or am I going with him? I think that's exactly what happened. Great play design by Trinity. Another key fourth down picked up.
Dossinger, they fake it to him. They're going to pitch it on back. First touch of the ball game here for number 20, Gage Glasser. Keep an eye on that name here today. He's going to be stopped before he got in on the first down and goal situation. Noah, did you have pigs in a blanket today? Was that a yes or a no down there on the sideline?
Not yet. Look good, though.
Sounds good.
He's lucky. He's over there. He gets to walk over and grab one now. You see him. He's on the move. Kind of like the Titans are here on their first offensive drive of the ball game. Play clock at 15. Game clock at 3:33. They hand off Dossinger. He's going to dive his way in as he went to the right, in for the touchdown. And Dossinger puts Trinity back within 2 at 8-6.
Couple impressive scoring drives here. Both teams are probably saying, we've had you in 3rd and long, we've had you in 4th and long a couple times. Both offenses responding like we thought they would. We talked about it in the pregame. Great answer by the Titans. And they're not going to be chasing points here. I don't necessarily disagree with this decision. If you kick it all year, I agree with kicking it.
They're going to go for the point after. Schob on to boot that one away. Had the distance. Went right down Broadway. And through the uprights it went. That was actually Nick Sobolik, excuse me, number 6, not number 5, that kicked it up through the uprights. We've got ourselves an 8-7 ball game on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. If it's anything like this the rest of the afternoon, you better buckle up tight. We might be in for a track meet today here in the state semifinals. Valvo's still up by a point, but Trinity's got a response on their first possession of the ball game.
Great news. If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
If only we could get the off-air stuff on air once in a while. Sports psychologist Bryce Gutknecht to my left up here. Never chase the points, he says. What a response from Trinity, though, however, as they march down the field and put 7 on the board.
I'm super impressed. Both offenses, like I said, 3rd and 4th downs, long situations to go. Making plays, couple penalties, big penalties on that drive. Here comes Eigelhart.
Off the ensuing kickoff, Eigelhart makes a move back at his own 20, dances all the way up over his own 40. He's near the 45, and the Aggies will come back out onto the offense with their second drive of the ball game as Schob made a play. Eigelhart looked like he was dead to rights back at his own 20-yard line and made a little better step move that got him 20 extra yards on the kickoff.
Early fireworks in this one. What a start to this game. Nick's probably thinking, I don't know how you topped last night with that Minot High call versus Cheyenne. What a game that was. We might be in the works for another one here.
Fill up the Red Bull. It's going to be a fun day today here on the PSP Network. Quick pitch back here for the Aggies. They work Eigelhart on the left side. Spin move now another. He's going to pick up just about 4 on the play before he's wrangled up. The big man making the stop there, coming in is Jeremiah Gillick. Second down at 6 on the 4-yard gain. They work now from the left hash. Ball marked at the 46-yard line of the Velva Aggies with 2:57 ticking down in the opening quarter. Velva taking their time in the huddle here. Play clock at 17 as time winds down in the first quarter of football. Trip receivers on the right as Ben Shep sets him up from the shotgun. He's got Hank Bodine to his left. He hands off Bodine. Bodine finds a seam. Spin move, another. Now Hank Bodine's going to cut free up to the 40-yard line. Oh, look at Hank Bodine wheel and deal on his home field here today. He was going to be off to the races, but Isaac Kuderna was the one that made the stop there for Trinity.
Be interesting to see an adjustment made here maybe by Trinity. Two deep safety look right now. If you're going to continue to show that, I can tell you this. They're going to continue to give the rock to Bodine.
Hank Bodine, one of the top running backs in the state of North Dakota. Boy, has he been fun to watch here in his high school career. Motion from Eigelhart. They give it to him here. And Eigelhart's going to prance his way forward for a gain on the play of just about 3. It's going to bring up a second down at 7 coming here as the ball's marked at the 37-yard line. Eigelhart was a bit slow to get up there, Bryce.
A lot of early work for Eigelhart here. They ran a few sets for him. He's looked good. Starting to wonder if maybe one of these ones he'll break on the edge here.
Pigs in a blanket. Don't you love that?
Hey, remember last time I had him.
It's a big pig in the blanket. Trip receivers on the left, one on the right. Bodine in the backfield. Shotgun here is working now. Is Shep. He's got trouble in the pocket. Oh, it's almost picked off, as he fired across, and Dossiger from the linebacker position almost had the INT as there was gentlemen in hot pursuit. It was Bryce Catamaris that was on his way to sacking Ben Shep, but somehow the junior quarterback fired it away. It brings up a 3rd and 7.
An awkward looking throw there by Shep. Dossinger wasn't even in a vicinity of a Velva guy. A missed opportunity for the Titans here, but we still set up 3rd and long.
Middle of the football field, work now from the 42-yard line. 3rd and 7, hand up Bodine. Works it to the left, then the right, goes right back up Broadway. He's going to tumble his way down near that first down pylon, but he will be short by 2 yards. It brings up a 4th and 2 here with 1:15 ticking down in the first quarter.
Let's see if one of these teams can make a stop. These 3rd and 4th downs, a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball. Let's see if the Titans can force a turnover on downs here.
I said it last night, I don't know how many times in the AAA matchup between Cheyenne and Monmouth. This is a big play in the ball game. Well, guess what? Newsflash, everyone here today is going to be a big game of the ball game, including this one on the 4th down. Shep goes to his right. Oh, he's hog-tied. Owen Patterson had the best look at it right at that yard line. What a play that was, Owen. How about the play from Gage Glasser?
Well, after the missed opportunity of that interception, Trinity's got to feel really good getting out of there with a turnover anyway.
1st down and 10 coming down for the Titans. Pendulum swings to Trinity.
I got Gage Glasser at 5'8", $145. How about that? He played about like he was 6 foot, 200 pounds on that play, taking down Shep short of the line of game.
WWE wrestling style, just grabbed him and threw him right back down. And Ben Shep's not easy to bring down, by the way. Working down from the 31-yard line here. The Titans pass down across the middle. Shomes got it. Oh, it's complete. Shomes inside the 30, 25, all the way down to almost the 20. Reggie Bruner tracks him down in the middle of the field, but there's a monster play right there as it's completed from Kovash to Shome. And with 35 seconds left in the first quarter, Trinity makes a giant defensive stop, and then they bomb one down the field, knocking on the Serve Pro red zone doorstep.
No safety help. Bruner bid on it. Double move. Post right down in the middle of the field. Huge gain.
2 on the left side, 1 on the right. They go back to Dossiger, and Dossiger is taken down, making the stop there for the Aggies. With some aggression on the play was Jaden Foss. 15 seconds ticks down here in the first quarter. It's a second down and 13. That was a loss on the play, courtesy of Foss on the big defensive stop. Today's ball game on the PSP Network, by the way, brought to you and delivered by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Monmouth. For all your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. Horn sounds to end the first quarter. Planet Pizza brings you the ball game here today. Try that Blue Buffalo Pizza at Planet Pizza, or just Keep it simple and easy with a solid cheese. You won't be disappointed. The mouth-watering pizza at Planet has been around for 25 years. 852-1700 will deliver to you today if you're listening in the Magic City. We're through one quarter of football. The Aggies have the lead at 8-7, but the Trinity Titans have Uncle Mo on their side right now as they're knocking on the ServPro red zone.
The trick to throwing well is knowing where you want the ball to go. Like how the local bankers at First Western Bank and Trust take the time to learn about you and recommend the banking services like online banking or personal loans that keep your goals on target.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Bryce mentioned it. We had an instant classic last night. We're brewing one up here today in the semifinals. Trinity trailing Velva by a point at 8-7. Handoff Glasser as he's going to run to the right side. Glasser on the 2nd and 13. He's going to dive his way forward. Giant gain on the play there of just about 5. And it brings up a 3rd down at 5 coming now here for the Titans, working inside the ServPro red zone. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, and advanced technology. In their white uniforms, Trinity working from the right hash. Ball marked at the 20-yard line as the Aggies wait this 3rd down play coming here for Trinity. And the snap is back from the shotgun. Dassinger goes to the left. He's wrangled up near the line, and the stop is made on that front line by the Velva-Aggies, and making the stop there was number 8, Kyle Wilson.
Let's see if Velva can match a 4th down stop here. See if they can get back in business on offense here. Another huge play in this first half.
Velva fans come to volume here with the play clock at 18. Game clock reads 10:57, ticking down ever so slightly here in the first half. 4th down situation, big play here. They're going to go for the 3-pointer. It's up, it's long, it is good. And the field goal unit comes on. Sobolik tucks it through the uprights. That was a monster kick and a big-time play. Trinity's got their first lead of the ball game.
It gets back to the conversation I had with you, Nick, about not chasing points there. You know Velva doesn't have that field goal kicker. You're comfortable kicking that extra point. You're comfortable that you're going to keep scoring in the game and move the ball efficiently. How about that? They take a shot, kick that must have been about a 35-yard field goal.
35-yarder. Sobolik through the uprights. 9-8. Make it 10-8 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Trinity on top. Big thanks today to Melissa Selzler and Aflac Velva Drug, bronzed and bladed. Our friends at Prepped, Finish Line Burgers and Brews, Ziegler Oil, Peterson Crop Insurance, Craig Monuments, People's State Bank, Flyway Landscapes, Oxy Fresh, and the Aggie Foundation, bringing you playoff coverage of the Velva Aggies here in 2023. Teeter-totter match. We're back and forth in this one as the kickoff comes here. Kick is up all the way back to Eigelhart inside his own 5-yard line on the left side of the football field, dancing up to the 20. Eigelhart trying to cut free over on the far sideline. Eigelhart with a nice job getting to the 30 before he's met by 3 Trinity Titans on the far sideline who push him out of bounds. And Ben Shep and company come back to work here for the Aggie offense. Anything need to change in your mind for Velva's offense here on the first offensive drive of the second quarter?
Yeah, maybe get back to establishing the run a little more there. Maybe a nice heavy dose of Bodine here. Help you try and set up that play action pass down the field to Yoakum and Bruner and Eigelhart.
Aggies set it up here at the 30-yard line, working from the left hash of their blue uniforms. Dual receivers on the right, one on the left, but they go to Hank Bodine. You called it. He goes right up the middle, and Hank Bodine's met by a swarm of defensive linemen, including Hugh Meyer, 236 pounds. Senior defensive lineman makes the stop for Trinity. Brings up a second down and 8 after a gain of 2 there for Hank Bodine.
Talking to Aggies are in unfamiliar territory here, Nick. I don't know how many minutes in this season they have been trailing in a game.
Hasn't happened often. The Aggies have outscored their opponents in big time on the season. 494 to 115 to be exact. They're going to take a big shot down the far side. Up to Eigelhart at the opposing 30. Coverage was there in the secondary, and the ball was knocked down as the defensive stance was on. Isaac Kuderna makes the play. That would have been 6 more for Velva, but the defensive play was there for the Trinity Titans.
Looked like a cover 3 defensive look there from the Titans. Takes a shot. Eigelhart, you're basically turning into a defensive back there. Trying to avoid the interception. That's what he did on that jump ball there, breaking it up.
Aggies spread it out again. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. 3rd down and 7 coming here as Ben Sheps back to pass. They fire across the middle into the hands and then out of Reggie Bruner. And the ball will land back at the 40-yard line, incomplete. And a 4th down situation now for the Aggies. They're almost forced to punt here with what Trinity's shown on the offense early on in this ball game.
How about that from the Titans? Consecutive drives with consecutive stops. Geez, that's a mouthful.
That certainly is. Like one of those pigs in a blanket. 9:54 to play here. First half. 10-8. Aggies on top. Aggies trail, They were on top first. They struck for first blood. But it was within 1 for Trinity. Then the 3-point field goal puts Trinity on top. On the return, Schob up the near sideline all the way up to the Velva 40-yard line before getting a hand on the foot on the near side. And forcing Schob down was Luke Selzler.
Great return set up there by the Titans. Can't lose outside contain on that. He saw it developing up there on the left side. One great block sprung him.
Field position and prime real estate here for Trinity. At the 37-yard line of the Velva Aggies left hash. 2 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Hand off. Dossinger finds a seam. Bust free. Dossinger cutting now. He's up over the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Dossinger scampers in, and Trinity takes a 16-8 lead as Dossinger runs it in all the way from the 38-yard line.
We've said it. I said it earlier. Breaking that first tackle, yards after contact. Dassinger's had a day already. We still got 9:33 left to play in the first half.
Point after attempt coming here for Sobolik. He's been good on the afternoon today. Make it 3 for 3 as that one is up and in. What a ball game for the Trinity Titans on the road today. You can take that old theory of bus legs in the playoffs and throw it out the window. Region 4's top seed, the 11-0 Titans coming into today's ball game looking fresh as a brand new air freshener from the Senex station. Velva needs something. They trail 17-8 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Titans off and rolling here in the state semis.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country. We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit Jobbers Warehouse.
17-8, Trinity on top of the Velva Drake-Adamus Garrison Aggies, the #1 ranked team in North Dakota. Trinity's been in that top 5 all year long. Obviously no slouch. They've got the lead in the state semis on the kickoff. And the run back for Eigelhart, he's going to approach the 35-yard line before he's wrangled down to the ground on the play. Making the stop there was Bryce Catamaris. Just got a message from Harrison Aid, a no name in the hockey world in North Dakota. He's Mr. Hockey a few years back. Said the Schob twins are his first cousins. And those guys obviously being a relative of Mr. Hockey, that bloodline has some athleticism in it. We've seen it early on in this ball game. Velva working on a first down and 10 from their own territories. They hand off here to Hank Bodine, and Gillett comes in and shuts the door in a hurry. He had help on that play from Blake Peters, the other linebacker. It's a gain of about a half a yard. It's a second down and 9 here for Velva. We haven't seen the Aggies have this much trouble against an opposing defense here this season.
I tell you what, kind of looking at the sidelines and the fans over there, they're a little stunned right now. Try and get out, sustain a drive here. A lot of game left to be played.
Fair to say that Trinity has had control of this ball game ever since Velva made the first drive. Count for 8. Pitch back comes to Eigelhart, dropped it on the ground, picks it up, then he's going to be taken down by 4 Titans. And the stop was made there from Trinity once again. Tanner Rohrs comes in. He'll get the credit on the tackle. That's a loss of just about 6 on the play, Bryce. And a third down coming here from inside their own 30-yard line for the Aggies. It's like a nightmare right now for Matt Weidler's crew, as Trinity has just done everything right so far in the ballgame except field the opening kickoff.
I tell you what, very fortunate bounce there, though. Could have been a lot worse. Looking like a turnover. Bounces right up to Eigelhart. You'll take that negative play instead of setting them up in business inside the 30-yard line on a turnover.
Inside the 30 here with Ben Shep back to pass. And now we've got a flag on the field. That play's going to be blown dead. Sorry, Bryce.
Went with a five wide look there. Maybe false start.
Ooh, it gets worse for the Aggies as that will cost them 5 more yards. This is going to be, well, you've got 10 right there and another 7, let's call it. Is that fair to say?
Call it about a mile.
That's a country mile. That would be the way to say it. 7:45 ticks down first half, 17-8 Trinity on top of the Velva-D-A-G Garrison Aggies. Aggies head back in their own territory, behind their own 25-yard line, center of the field. Shep airs one out across the middle up to Hank Bodine. Oh, what a play in the secondary. Gage Glasser came across the middle. The junior, make it senior free safety, knocked the ball out of the air, and the Titans could have had an interception, but Gage Glasser knew it was on the line. He'll just make the Aggies punt it away. It brings up a 4th down and a country mile here from inside Velva territory.
Second huge play from Gage Glasser. They show a cover 2 look there. Bodine sneaks out, looking in the middle of the field like he has a big play. Glazier taps it away at the last second. Another huge stop.
The punt off to Schob. He's going to cut on the far sideline. Schob is going to scamper all the way down inside the 25, and Jake Schob and the Trinity Titans looking like a well-oiled machine here today. They're going to start with primetime real estate again. That has been a factor in this ball game. The defense has come up huge. And then the punt return game here for Trinity has given them primetime real estate again, this time at the Velva 25-yard line.
Third consecutive stop for the Titans. Set up in business again inside the 30. They are cooking, Nick.
2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right from the 25-yard line. They hand off Dossinger. He goes to the right side. Bounces forward before he's wrangled up on the play. The stop was made, but that was after a gain of just about 7. They call it a gain of 6, and it brings up a 2nd down and 4 here for the Titans. A defensive stop for the Aggies would be monumental right now because another touchdown here for Trinity. And Velva's all of a sudden hitting the panic button in a quick hurry, I'd have to assume. From the right hash. Ball marked at the 20-yard line. Serve Pro red zone territory here as it's handed off Dossinger. He's got a 1st down and more, cutting to the right, and then Dossinger is wrangled up by Eigelhart to the far side as he's tattooed. But the ball's inside the 15, and it's a fresh set of downs for the Trinity Titans.
I don't know if there's a better feeling in the world than being able to run the football on the road, especially in a big game like this, enforcing their will on Velva right now. Offense is clicking, Nick.
Trinity works here with a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10, right hash, 15-yard line. Shotgun again here for Kovac. They hand off Dossinger. He finds a hole. He's going to bust free almost down to the 5-yard line before Eigelhart got him. Hank Bodine in on the stop as well. But it's Trinity that just keeps hitting the Aggies in the mouth right now. 6:13 ticks down here in the first half, and it's 17-8. Titans are on top, and they're on their way to punching 6 more in to pay dirt here.
Dossinger's looked great here in the first half. A heavy dose. I don't see them going away from him here either.
They pitch it off to him on the right side. Makes a stutter step move. Now he cuts. That's going to be close to a first down. He's got it. And it's a first down and goal from inside the 5-yard line. Ball spotted at the 3. And the Trinity Titans are in business with a fresh set of downs. A lead at 17-8 and 5:45 ticking down here in the first half.
Let's see what the red zone defense can come up. Something, maybe force a turnover. Try and force a field goal. Seems like a really crucial part in this first half here, Nick.
From the 3-yard line, Gillick goes into the fullback position. They hand off Dossinger. Gillick creates the hole. Dossinger dances in. He's got another one, and the Titans strike for 6 more.
The Dossinger drive there.
That's number 3 in the ball game for Dossinger. Add 6 to it that time from 3 yards out here with 5:26 left in our first half. Oh, there's a flag on the play, Bryce. Excuse me here. I missed it.
We have a flag, yeah. I missed it too. I apologize.
Sounds like everybody up here on press row missed it. Late flag on the play. Well, we thought Dossinger was in from 3. He's not. The ball's going to be marched all the way back behind the 10 at the 13-yard line, and the Titans will try again. 5:26 to play here, first half. Taking a shot, Kovash, corner of the end zone, finding the wide open target. Luke Shobes in for a touchdown, number 9 on the year. And the Titans get their 6 that they thought they originally had.
Great route there, just a simple out pattern. Kovash just delivers it right on the money. This one's gonna count.
Luke Schob from Kovash. And it's 23-8 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Titans are on top. And big time. Can they make it 24? Point after attempt. End over end kick right down the pipe is good. 24-8 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. I don't know if anybody had it looking like this early on in the ballgame. Velva scored first on their first touch of the contest here today. Their first possession on the offensive side, I should say. Then it was Dossinger from 2 yards out. 35-yard field goal from Sobolik, then Dossinger. Then Luke Schob from Kovash. Point after was good on the last one, 24-8. Trinity Titans are on top.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Titans kick it off to the Aggies. All the way back into Velva territory. Reggie Bruner's got it here inside his own 5, cutting all the way up to the 30. Now he spins his way up to the 35, center of the field. Aggies will start at their own 35 here with the first down at 10. Velva needs some offensive points here. I don't know if it's a must-score drive here, but certainly Uncle Mo is on the side here of the Trinity Titans, and they have been unstoppable ever since that opening drive for them on the offensive side of the ball here today.
And setting up in 2nd and 3rd long, not a lot of success on running the ball on first down. Let's see if they maybe try and switch things up here on this possession.
We're going to have a timeout coming here, brought to you by Hub International Insurance. Contact Josh Cattell or Michael Mormon today, 355-3100. It's Hub International. They bring you the timeout here. The Velva Aggies want to talk things over. Trailing 24-8 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
Roger Ward, Moving and Storage, proudly bringing you the ball game here today on the PSP Network. Since 1942, they've been helping the region with their moving and storage needs. It's Roger Ward, Moving and Storage. Aggies need to move here as they have a quick hitter off to Eigelhart. He's up over the 40-yard line. Eigelhart rushing his way almost to the 45 before he's wrangled up by a swarm of Titans, and it brings up a 2nd down and 1 coming here for Trinity. Well, they're actually going to give them the first down here. It looks like they spot the ball at the 45, and it's a 1st and 10.
Another 5-man look there. They brought some pressure down the A-gap there. Shep gets the ball out right away. Nice gain. Great drive starter.
Quick hitter again. Eigelhart's got it. Avoids a tackle. Now another 1st down. He's up over the 40-yard line of the Titans, and Eigelhart looking about as good as Bryce's new Nikes. I didn't even see those. Are they comfy?
LeBron's, yeah.
I like those.
Super comfy.
I'll trade you. I don't know if you want these Adidas, though. Your feet are bigger than mine, it looks like.
I don't know. I don't like my odds of fitting into those, Nick.
Aggies from the center of the field working now here at the 37-yard line. Back to pass. Ben Ship in the pocket. Plenty of time. Fires down. Far sideline. Oh, Eigelhart. Oh, he reaches out. Extended. He reels it in. Sports Center type play, and it's a 1st down for the Aggies as Eigelhart goes out fully extended. He reels it in, and the Aggies are in the Serve Pro red zone.
Shep in the pocket all day to throw. Great protection from the offensive line of the Aggies. 3 straight passes, all to Eigelhart on this drive, kind of mixing up the game plan here a little bit. Seems to be working.
Well, Ben Shep's got the pass game, the run game. It's a dual threat team here. The Aggies on the offensive side. You see it there. Ben Shep's going to keep it on the quarterback option play. He runs it forward on the 1st down and goal. He's going to be near the 5-yard line. And a 2nd down and goal coming here. Hard for me to see where that ball's spotted here with the way the lines on the field are. Bryce, what do you have that at, about the 6-yard line?
We'll call it about the 8.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, about the 8.
Here on the far side of the press box here in Velva, nothing but praise and thank you to everybody in Velva for welcoming us in to the Star City. Pitch back, Hank Bodine down to the pylon, touchdown. Hank Bodine gets in for the score, and the Aggies have 6 more.
Hank Bodine, great blocking on the edge, had a trip set over there. 5'8" corner over there, tackling Hank Bodine. Hank shows his strength, gets in.
8-yard line for Hank Bodine. And it's 24-14 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Hank Bodine does it again here for the Velva-D-A-G Aggies. Man, has he been fun to watch. 2-point conversion on its way. Tossed up to the far side of the end zone. In the corner, it's incomplete as that pass was up on a tee, but the coverage was there in the secondary. Blood was drawn, however, as Hank Bodine's got touchdown number 28 on the year. And the Aggies reel it in within 10 at 24-14 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 3:28 left of the first half. Trinity on top. They get the ball back when we return here to Velva.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Velva to kick off from their own 40-yard line. Quick bullet comes right to 34. The Trinity Titans on the reception. He's going to barrel his way through. His helmet comes off. Oh, man, he took a hard hit there, Bryce. My goodness. Is there going to be a flag on the play coming here? We don't have a 34 on the list. I do apologize. That kid deserves credit on that play. Helmet came off, and then his face went right into the face mask. He's all right on the carry back all the way up to the Velva 45-yard line. My goodness, that punt return has been the name of the game here. There's going to be an unnecessary roughness call coming maybe here, Bryce.
Long discussion. Sorry about the gasp on the air. That ball was just rocketed right at him, and he caught it right away.
Personal foul to face mask on the Velva Aggies. Oh, listen to the Velva faithful with their displeasure on that call. His helmet came off when he came through that pile. He ended up on a hard collision onto the ground, and it's going to result in 15 more yards here for Trinity. That puts them at the left hash at the Velva Drake-Adamus Garrison 30-yard line. 3:18 ticks down first half, 24-14. Trinity on top. They look to strike for more blood here at a 1st and 10. 2 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left, 1 in the backfield. As working out of the pistol formation here, it's Dossinger that's got it again. He's got the seam over on the far side, hits the edge. He gets a first down. Then he dances out of bounds over into the snow on the far side. He got over the 20-yard line and into the Serve Pro red zone. Go the Trinity Titans again. Serve Pro 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians and advanced technology. Not only into the Serve Pro red zone, but all the way down to the 12-yard line on the right side of the football field.
We've seen the game plan. Just like last drive, Dossinger, heavy dose every time until they stop it. I don't see why you switch it up, Nick.
Kovash looking for the play call, coming to the near sideline, communicating here with the head coach of the Trinity Titans. They're going to pass it off here to the near side. Apologize, that was a straight ahead toss, and it goes off to Dossinger. Gets a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 coming here. John Oderman, the head coach, by the way, of the Titans. 24-14, Trinity on top. Ball down to the 11-yard line of the Velva Aggies from the right hash. Fans at volume, plenty from Trinity. Made the trip up here today. Not a quick drive from Dickinson all the way to Velva, which is just east of the Magic City by about 20 miles. Somebody on the Velva line might have jumped. They let him play. Handoff. Dossinger goes to the left this time. Dossinger met there by Eigelhart. And then, Dossinger bent like Gumby backwards. Hopefully he's all right. He is, as Hank Bodine had the initial contact and the stop there for the Aggies.
Dossinger's just been welcoming the contact. Gets hit low, gets hit high there. Bent backwards. I bet he's asking for the ball again here on this big 3rd down.
No gain on the play. 3rd down and 5 here for Trinity. 2-minute warning here in our first half of football. It drips underneath 2 minutes now at 1:55, ticking down. 10-point lead, Titans at 24-14. Play clock's all the way down to 4. Kovash takes it here. Dossinger's got it. He goes to the right side. Same play again. Look at that little stutter step move. First down. He's up over the 10-yard line. And that is working to perfection every time they go to that play and the cut to the right side.
Pretty simple. The inability to get off the field on 3rd down has just been devastating to the Aggies defense right here. Dossinger, yards after contact, have really stuck out this first half.
First down and goal inside the Serve Pro red zone. From the right hash again, ball marked at the 5-yard line. Shotgun again, 2 wide receivers on the right. Dossinger in the backfield. Dossinger fakes to his right, then goes to his left. Falls forward for a yard gain on the play before he's taken down by the Velva defender, Kelson Maskell, the linebacker that came in to make the stop.
What a crucial drive here. 24-14, minute and a half left. Aggies get the ball. Will receive it in a second half kickoff. Love to get a stop here, get some momentum building.
Play clock down at 15. Game clock at 1:10. From the shotgun again with 2 in the backfield this time are the Titans working from the 5. Rolling out now to his left side. He's got company. Kovash avoids a tackle. 3 on top of him. Takes it over to the far side. He fires that one high over the head of the target on the far side. Gage Glasser incomplete as it lands in the snow over behind the end zone.
Great job getting rid of it by Kovash there. Had nothing. Had a nice little play design there, roll out. Another big 3rd down in this game. Try and hold Titans to 3 here. See what we can do here.
58 seconds to play here in this first quarter. There's a timeout on the field. I believe the Titans are the ones that called the timeout as they're going to talk things over, trying to get 6 more before the break. Join us for our halftime report, brought to you by Magic Towing. You blow it, we tow it. Magic Towing. It's not their tagline, but I think it should be. Gets the point across.
You sold me. I thought it was for sure.
Put that number in your phone. It's Magic Towing. They bring you the halftime report. We'll take a look at the bracket inside of single A. We know what the double A and triple A state championship games look like. We'll have that recap coming up at our break here with a scoring recap. Nick Hulberg, Bryce Gutknecht on the call. We can't thank all those sponsors enough that bring those games to you here on the PSP Network. Melissa Selsler from Aflac, Velva Drug, Bronzed and Bladed, Prepped, Finish Line, Ziegler Oil, Peterson Crop Insurance, Craig Monuments, People's State Bank, Flyway Landscapes, Oxy Fresh, and the Aggie Foundation. All coming up in the local community here in Velva. Along with all those others you see on the PSP Network. We will have wall-to-wall coverage of the Dakota Bowl, digital radio coverage. Todd Domries, Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey, myself, along with Bryce Gutknecht, coming to you from the Fargo Dome next week. Here's a 3rd down and goal from the Titans from the Aggies 5-yard line. Titans on the move, trying to make his way down towards the goal line was Dossinger. He's going to be stopped shy just by about a yard. 4th down and goal here from the Velva 1. Oh, give them a little more credit than that. The defense, the 3, thank you. Might need to see an eye doctor after this one.
Tough. That's all the way on that opposite end there, Nick. Go to bat for you a little bit there.
Need to see a dentist. I need to see an eye doctor. After last night, I need to see somebody, a real doctor, about my blood pressure. How about that 3A final last night? Minot High trailed 17-7 at the half to West Fargo Cheyenne. They get the play clock down to 1 second. Then they call their last timeout. The Trinity Titans do here in our first half. 14 seconds left. Titans will take the timeout. Brought to you by Hub International. Hub International Insurance. With Josh Cattell and Michael Borman, find them at 355-3100. It's Hub International. 24-14. Titans are on top. Back to that 3A game last night. It was Cheyenne and Minot High. And there was some drama that had that one touted as a rivalry game just by the automatic presence of Minot being number 2 in the QRF. End of the standings, end of the media poll. Cheyenne was the only team to beat Minot in the regular season, so the Mustangs then challenged the QRF ranking, ended up getting the number 2 spot. That bumped Minot High to number 3. The X factor of that whole thing is Bismarck High beat Cheyenne in the second to the last week of the season. Minot beat Bismarck. It was just a jumbled mess. Minot thought they should have been at home for both playoff games. Instead, they had to go to Fargo yesterday, and West Fargo trailed 17-7 at the half. They were down 23-7 in the third quarter. They won 47-30. You heard me right. 4th down situation for the Titans as the game clock's at 14. They're going to try to pass across the middle. They do. It's going to be knocked down as making the play there was Reggie Bruner in the end zone. It was fired across to Luke Schob from 5 yards out. And Reggie Bruner makes a stop. 10 seconds remain in the opening half. Does Velva look to take a shot here and try to get downfield for more points?
I think you're ecstatic that I thought maybe Trinity would take the points there. You kicked that 35-yarder earlier, set up there fourth. You had about a long 3, call it. I'm kind of surprised by that move, but hard to second guess what they've done in the first half and Dossinger and what he's been able to do. Big stop by Velva. Get the ball at the half. Got to save momentum. Big swing, maybe a big swing we saw just now.
From their own 3-yard line, they're going to try to tank a shot. Shep fires it out to the left side over to Eigelhart. Pass is complete. They're at least down to their own end zone now. It's a 2nd down and 5 coming here as the Aggies work from near the 10-yard line. 5 seconds remain here on the game clock. BNC National Bank scoreboard has Trinity up 24-14. Excuse me.
If you're Velva here, if you are going to try and throw something vertically, you're probably hoping for a penalty. Obviously, your first half can't end on a defensive penalty. Maybe give you another shot closer. We know Shep's got a big cannon. Never know in these situations.
Deep in their own territory, Aggies are going to take a shot. Bomb downfield. Shep trying to air it out to Reggie Bruner. Incomplete. Schob and Schob were there on the coverage. We're through one half of football, and the Titans have themselves on top, 24-14 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Owen Patterson's going to be on the field in just a moment, talking to the Titan head coach, John Oderman.
PSP Network, got time for an interview? No? Okay.
Well, you hear it right there. Thank you, Coach. We appreciate you very much, John Oderman. In all reality, it's all business.
All business.
It's all business. That was a hard no.
Yep. No time for the interviews. Going over to the end zone there and get a chat with his team about the first half.
Wonder if he'll give us time at the Dakota Bowl if they make it there. I'd like to see us tell Scott Woodmansey, Chuck Claremont, or Todd Domrey's no on an interview like that. Geez, oh, Pete, Coach, promoting the kids here today, but you gotta love it. It's intense because it's playoff football, the semifinals. You'll see the Velva hospitality when we come out of the break because we'll talk to Matt Weidler. Then we know that he's always going to give the PSP Network a little bit of love. Nice effort down there anyway, Owen Patterson. That one's making the highlight reel. 24-14. Trinity on top of the Velva. Drake Animus, Garrison Aggies.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good. From simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Trinity tightens up to a 24-14 lead at the break. Welcome into our halftime report brought to you by our friends at Magic Towing. See that commercial on the PSP network? Make sure to get that number down. Don't want to end up in a bad situation. Magic Towing can certainly help you out of one. Magic Towing, proud to support high school athletics on the PSP network. Nick Hulberg on the call today, joined by Mr. Bryce Gutknecht and Owen Patterson. Bryce, what a first half. Trinity comes in here today, and they really commanded that first half of football in a lot of aspects of the game.
Been the Dossinger show. Early, often, like breaking tackles, been everywhere. Hard to stop. Very impressive first half from the Titans.
One of the big X factors of that first half was field position starting off on those drives. Their return team and specialty teams here today has been a big-time X factor with their worst field position just at midfield. I mean, Velva hasn't been able to hem them in at all because of the returners. What does Velva have to do differently here? Obviously, it kind of goes back to the other side of the football, doesn't it, on those third down plays for the Aggies on the offensive side?
Yeah, you kind of saw a little change on the game plan there, maybe on that last drive, some early throwing the ball, early downs, quick passes, getting the ball out, trying to get those guys in space. Eigelhart was a huge recipient on that drive. Be interesting to see. I think Velva was pretty confident with their ability to run the football going into the game. And I tell you what, Trinity has done a very nice job in that first half shutting down that running game.
Time to take a look at the rewind of this ball game, brought to you by our friends at Ryan Family Dealerships. Locations in Western North Dakota. Ryan Family Dealerships. Telling you, they do cars, trucks, SUVs. They do them upright. DriveRyan.com. Find them online. Shop for the vehicle wherever you may be. Test drive one today. Here's how it started. Velva had the opening kickoff. Would you call that a squib kick to start things off? It was pooch kick kind of on the ground. It just was a low burner.
I think the squib is the correct definition. Yep, squib.
Squib kick that came into the hands of a Titan that was not expecting that football. Velva ended up forcing the fumble on that play. Velva got the ball. They went down a minute 20 seconds later, and from 32 yards out, it was Bruner from Shep that made it 6-0. Hank Bodine added the 2-point conversion, 8-0 Velva to lead things off. 6 minutes later, Dossinger from 2 yards out. 8-6 was the score there as the 6 points were good. Point after attempt from Sobolik right through the uprights. 8-7 ball game. That's how we ended the first quarter. In the second quarter, 10:46 on the clock. Sobolik comes out and he boots home a field goal from 35 plus. That gave the Titans a 10-8 lead. Trinity had the next two scores on the board at 9:33. Just about a minute 16 later, it was Dossinger 38-yard run to make it 16-8. Point after was good. Then it was Luke Schob from Kovash from 13 yards out after we thought Dossinger was in. There was a flag on that play. That was at the 5:26 mark. That made it 27-8 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 23-8. Point after attempt was good. 24-8 the score. Hank Bodine gets one with 3:28 left in the first half from 8 yards out. Bodine makes it 24-14. The Aggies are within 10, but it's the Trinity Titans that are on top on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Big thanks again to Ryan Family Dealerships bringing you the game reset here today in the state semifinals. Other matchup taking place today. You've got Kindred taking on Langdon area Edmore Munich. The top four seeded teams in the state are still alive in the state semifinals. That looked like it was a bit of a teeter-totter match over on the east side of the state. Do you have an update from that one across North Dakota?
A lot of points in this first half out in Kindred. I got under a minute left in the second. 34 for Kindred, 20 for Langdon area Edmore Munich.
Wow.
A lot of points.
They're putting them up in a quick hurry out there. Got some points on the board here in this one as well. A big change in your mind here for Velva Drake Animos Garrison. Is there one in your mind that needs to be made here?
First off, don't panic. It's a long second half. A lot of football to be played. I really like that last drive, the quick hitters getting the ball out of Shep's hands immediately. And then obviously if you're Trinity, continue riding Dossinger until they stop them. They haven't had an answer. The tackling has not been very good on the Aggie side. I just continue to ride him in this second half.
On the other side for Trinity, on Trinity's defensive side, you just got to keep doing what you're doing, basically, in your mind.
3 consecutive stops in that first half. They've kind of mixed up the looks, too. It's been a 5-man front. It's been a 4-man front. They brought pressure a few times I've seen. The safeties have been moving around. The cover 2 was working there that they did in that first half, too. They've done a very good job at mixing it up.
Both teams come back out. They warm up here in preparation for the second half. As promised, to look at the brackets inside of North Dakota for state playoffs in high school football. Last night in AAA football, it was Minot High over West Fargo Cheyenne to advance to the Dakota Bowl for the first time since 2017. They'll take on Shanley because the Shanley Deacons were better than the Davies Eagles last night, 31-8. Minot against Shanley. Ironically enough, the last time the Magi won a state title was in 1980. They played the Shanley Deacons. They play again here in 2023. Fargo North and Grand Forks Central will play for a state championship. North took it to West Fargo Horace 40-14. Central beat Jamestown 14-13. Boy, was that a ball game last night. In 9-man football, who's still alive? Well, you've got North Prairie at West Hope Newburgh Glenburn. That's a 2 o'clock start. They're 43 minutes into that one. New Rockford Cheyenne. Maddock is at South Border. Any updates from the 9-man world today?
North Prairie 24, West Hope Newburgh Glenburn 16. 9 minutes left in the second. New Rockford Cheyenne 16, South Border 16. We got a tie game, 1 minute left in the second on that one, Nick.
Don't you love semifinal day? What a fun weekend it's been for high school football. We've got a half left. One team will have their season come to a close. The other team will play on the home turf for the Bison at the Fargo Dome next week for a state championship. The opening kickoff of the second half comes up next here on the PSP Network.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Boom. We are underway for our second half of football as the Titans kick off to the Aggies. And it's Eichelhart that's got it here at his own 30-yard line. Forced backwards. Back down to the 25. We are officially underway for our second half. Welcome into the broadcast here today alongside of Bryce Gutknecht. I'm Nick Hulberg. Owen Patterson, the third member of our broadcast team. 7 seconds in on the opening kickoff of the second half. Dickinson Trinity in white today with the red trim. Traveling from the right to the left here in the third quarter. Velva in their blue uniforms with yellow pants, white helmets from the left to the right. 10-point lead for Trinity as the Aggies start with a first down and 10. First offensive drive of the second half. Working from the left hash, Hank Bodine on the carry, and he's gobbled up in a quick hurry there. Making the play on the defensive side of the football was number 52. That's Parker Roars. And Roars comes in and makes a quick stop here for the Trinity Titans.
Once again, we talked about it during the halftime. Inability to get yards on first down in the running game. Setting you up in second and long here.
Loss of 2 on the play. Ben Shep back to pass. In the pocket across the middle. Connected there to Volson. And Volson's up for a first down over the 40. Up to the 45-yard line. The Aggies move the chains on a quick hitter play. Ben Shep took a big shot, however, as he let go of the football.
Ben kind of knowing he's going to get hit here. They brought a blitz, leaving Volson right up the middle of the field, wide open. Great gain, moving the chains.
11 minutes, 10 seconds ticks down here in quarter 3. First down and 10. Ball at midfield. It's marked here at the 44-yard line, directly in front of us here at Larry Sandy Field. The lights are on. I wouldn't say it's a cloud in the sky. The entire sky is filled with clouds here today. Not any amount of sun coming on through on a foggy day here in the Star City. Back to pass. Over to the far sideline goes Ben Shep. He had to get rid of the football because he had one on top of him. It's our mystery man, number 34, in hot pursuit there. We do apologize. Is that Blake Peters possibly? See a 9 out there here for the Trinity Titans?
I don't see one, no. How about that play by Jelic there? Jelic, he sensed that. Almost like a double screen type play there. He read that back to the tight end of Volson, blew that play up before it even got started.
Hank Bodine on the second down and long rush. He's going to gain 3 on the play. Reaching out up over the 45 to the 47-yard line. Third down and 7 coming here There is a 9 on the field on the Trinity side. Blake Peters in that linebacker spot. We do apologize. We do the due diligence to get the names and pronunciations right for you with the starters and the lineups and the stats and all that. Sometimes things happen in that way. Quick pitch back here. Hank Bodine on the 3rd down at 7. He's going to run to the far sideline. He's going to be tattooed out of bounds over on the far side, as coming in and making the stop there was number 12. Cooterda, he makes the stop, but it's a first down for the Aggies as they are up over the 50-yard line, all the way down to the 46 on the Trinity side of the football field.
Huge 3rd down conversion on this drive. They decided to go to the running game. Haven't had a whole lot of success. They were probably thinking 4-down territory there, maybe. I guess we'll never know. Move to chains, first down, Velva.
10:07 ticks down here in our 3rd quarter, 24-14. Aggies trailing the Titans. Ben Shep on the quarterback keeper spin move up the middle. Short gain on the play before he's wrangled up. And the stop is made here from the Titans is coming in. Tanner Roars again from that defensive line makes the stop, 2nd down. And 7 to go here for the Velva-Drake-Anamoose-Garrison Aggies. More pressure or less when you're the defending state champions in your mind?
You'd probably argue that it's a little more. You're at home. You're the number 1 seed. Everyone kind of expects you to win. Go do it again. Not an easy thing to do.
Eichelhart takes the pitch. He's over to the right side. Back at the 40-yard line. He's wrangled up. Schob takes him down on the near side. And the play was made there by Jake Schob coming in from the corner spot. Some action back behind the play.
I tell you, the effect Dossinger's had on this game, about 15 yards to the south, he's getting double teamed by Bodine and Bruner. A lot of attention being paid to Dossinger.
9 minutes, 15 seconds, ticks down. Ball marked here at the 41 of Trinity. Right hash. Velva's got 3 receivers on the left side. They're going to go to one of them. That pass is going to be knocked down. It was almost picked off. The hand came up, and the big paw was there from Cade Fitterer. He made the stop on the pass there from Ben Shep, and it was out in the secondary. It just fell short. It was almost picked off by Gage Glasser.
That's what they say. You can't get to the quarterback. Get your paws up. Try and get one of them on that football, knock that play dead. 4th down, Pierce. We're going to get, Mr. Weiler's going to gamble here and go for it here.
Aggies fans come to volume. It's a 4th down and 5 at midfield here. Shaps back to pass. Taking a shot across the middle. It's out incomplete. Off to Reggie Bruner. First down at the 34-yard line here for the Velva Aggies.
Titans trying to get to Shep there, bringing the house. Bruner sits down in that zone right in the middle of the field, delivers a dart from Shep. Moving the chains, Nick.
Is it hot in here, or is that just me?
Well, I can tell you it's a lot warmer than it was last week up in Minot. I will say that. I don't know if I'd call it hot, though.
I feel like we're in the steam room at the YMCA. Handoff comes away here to Bodine. Bodine up the middle, and then it's nothing but white jerseys on top of him. Gage Glasser in on the tackle. He had help from his buddies, and it brings up a 2nd down and 8 here on a short gain with 8:30 to play in our 3rd quarter. 24-14, Trinity on top.
I tell you what, Dossinger has been so impressive. Now on the defensive side, meeting Bodine in the hole there, blowing that play up before it gets started. You get a couple-yard gain, but they'll live with that. Great play by Dossinger.
Northern Plains Heating and Air bringing you the ball game today. 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. It's Northern Plains Heating and Air. Hank Bodine goes up the middle. Small gap there. It's going to be a short gain of just about a yard on the play before he's wrangled up again on the line. Coming in with the stop for Trinity was Cade Fitterer once again. And it brings up a 3rd down at 6.
3rd down efficiency. We've talked about it. Titans had a lot of success in the first half, getting them to Velva to 4th down situations. See what they dial up here. They've brought in pressure on a lot of these. Be interesting to see what they do here.
From the shotgun, Ben Shep will work here. Ball marked at the 30-yard line. third down here for the Aggies. Rolling out of the pocket with pressure. Fired across. Eichelhardt's got it. And Eichelhardt back to the original line of scrimmage before he's taken down at the waist by Blake Peters. Excellent coverage there, a fourth down. They're going to give him a yard gain on the play, and it's going to be a 4th and 4 coming here. Aggies in 4-down territory with the ball marked here at the 27-yard line.
Shep got flushed out to the right there. It was almost like a delay safety blitz there. Minimal gain. We're going to have about 4th and 5, huh? 4th and 3 maybe?
4th down and 3 for the Aggies. From the right hash. 3 wide receivers on the left. Volson, Eichelhardt, Brunner are out there. That's where Shep looks. Shep waits in the pocket, fires down, corner of the end zone, up after it. Reggie Brunner reels it in. Touchdown. Oh, what a play that was, Bryce. Potentially your play of the game from 32 out, and the touchdown is good. Talk about man-to-man coverage and going up and getting the football.
I'm going to talk about the protection is what I'm going to talk about. Shep just standing in the pocket all day to throw. Great job by the offensive line. Gets the ball, get a jump ball out there to Brunner. You got to like Brunner's odds going against number 12 there, Kuderna. It's a matchup he probably wins a majority of the time. What a giant play in this game. 24-20, 6.5 to play in the third.
Aggies go for 2. Remember that play right there. If Velva comes back, they're going to go back to the corner of the end zone. That time the coverage was there, and Glasser went up after it, knocked it down in the corner of the end zone. Correct that. That was Isaac Kuderna that makes the play there. Nevertheless, Velva's back within a possession. Reggie Brunner climbed the ladder. He went up after the football, and it was good for 6. 24-20 with 6:26 left here in quarter number 3. Trinity still on top, but the Aggies come up with a monster drive and a monster 6 points here.
Right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
Semi-final playoff football coverage on the PSP Network. Brought to you by all those great sponsors you see on the commercial breaks. Without them, we just wouldn't be here. Big thanks to each and every one of them. Glasser takes it here off the kickoff. Glasser to the near side, up to the 35 before he's wrangled down to the ground. 6:19 left here in the third quarter, 24-20. Trinity still on top, but the Aggies have a solid drive to open things up here in the second half of football.
How about that stop at the end of the first half? You get it on 4th down, get the ball at the half, convert a couple nice 3rd, 4th downs, down to a 1-possession game at 24-20.
A doozy here today in Velva. Working from the 37, the Trinity Titans send it here to the near side. Dassinger up the near sideline. He steps out of bounds right at the 50. That's going to be enough for a first down, and the Titans move the chains again as 6:14 will be on the clock. As soon as they set the markers down, that clock will start again on the fresh set.
Tanner roars a huge block to spring Dassinger on the sideline there. Great job.
Minot State University brings you the ball game today. More than 96% of recent Minot State grads are employed or continuing their education. Minot State, be seen, be heard, be you. Handoff here to the Titans. Kuderna gets the handoff. He's going to go backwards 5 yards on the play. Velva's defense read it like a book. Hank Bodine and company were in on the stop. And it brings up a second down and just about 15 here for the Titans.
Negative play there. Brunner with the stop. Once again, though, couple more missed tackles on that play. That has been a huge factor in this football game. Trinity has created so many.
41-yard line here for the Titans on their own side of the football field. On the right hash, working with two wide receivers on each side, one on the backfield. They're going to pass. Kovash, near side, has an open man. That's Schob, complete on the near sideline, all the way down into Velva territory, right at the 20-yard line before Luke Schob is pushed out of bounds. There by Bossert, and it's a first down and 10 as Kovash finds Schob, and the Titans are on the move again into Serve Pro red zone territory.
Offensive line holds up. They bring both linebackers, bring in pressure, stop and go. Yoakum's on an island out there, bid on that first route. Great throw by Kovash.
Titans on the move again, handoff again. Dossinger, 2 touchdowns today for 11 on the season. Trinity averaging 400 yards per game, only giving up 243. They've certainly ran the ball well and passed it well here today. They go to Dossinger again, that same play that has been magic for him here today. Out of the pocket, handing off over to the left, then getting outside the box and dancing to the right. That time, Eigelhart had the read on the play. Still a gain here, 3rd down and 5 coming now for Trinity.
A little up-tempo there from Trinity. Try to catch Velva off guard. Another nice little gain sets up 3rd and short.
Old Glory standing at a complete still over on the far side of the football field. No wind here today on a 35-degree day in Velva. The temperature much higher than that, however, as it feels in the state semifinal. Dossinger, he's going to dance inside the 10. That's close to a first down. Does he get it? He does by a yard, and it will be marked at the 9-yard line, and it's a first down and goal here for Trinity. This a giant play in this ball game.
Dossinger, heavy and often. I mean, look at his uniform. He's losing that, like those turf strips on his arm. One's gone, one's hanging half on. My goodness.
An animal.
Correct.
Trying to feast here. This time they're going to go to the air. Kovash, corner, Schob. Oh, it's knocked away. The coverage in the secondary from Yoakum. The junior corner came through the air, Air Jordan style, got the fingertips on it, knocked it down, and it's a 2nd down and goal now for the Titans.
Play might look familiar. They hit that on the first half on another play action look, and out route there. Yoakum makes the play on that one. Big play by the corner there.
Under 4 to play, 3rd quarter. 4-point lead for the Titans, working from the 9-yard line. Handing off. Dossinger, this time to his left, finds a seam. He's got what he needs to get down near the goal line. Wrangled up at the 2 as Bossert comes in and makes the stop on him before he hit Paydert. But it will be a 3rd down and goal here from deep inside the Serve Pro red zone.
The inability to get off the field on 3rd down has haunted Velva this game. See if they can dial up something here. Try and maybe, I gotta believe Dossinger is getting the ball here on this one. They might be in 4-down territory. See if you can create a negative play, something.
They've got a fullback in the backfield this time. Dossinger lined up behind Jillick, a wide receiver on each side. That's the Schobes. They hand off. Fullback does his job. Jillick opens the hole. Dossinger in from 2, touchdown.
Untouched on that one, Nick. What an answer. Again, they've had it every single time in this game.
Three minutes, 12 seconds to play here in this 3rd quarter. 2 yards out, Dossinger. You get behind big Jillick like that, and some holes will open up. That's what happened there. Sobolik's on to kick the point after. He's been flawless on the day. Can he make it 4 for 4 here in this ball game? Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. It's good. 31-20 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. The lead is back to 11 now, and double digits here for the Trinity Titans. What a ball game today here at Velva. Aggies get the ball back when we come back. UPS store located on South Broadway in the Magic City delivers you this ball game here today. State semifinal action. UPS store open 6 days a week, located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. Well, the kids are playing in the snow over on the far side. Besides those 4 youngsters over there, it seems as if everybody else is about as engaged in this one as you could possibly be. 31-20. Aggies trail as they kick off here. That's the Titans kicking off. Eichelhardt's got another return. Eichelhardt's got some open air. He's up to the 35 before he's wrangled down to the ground. And the defensive stop coming from the Titans and making the play there was Jake Glasser. Here comes Ben Shep and company again for this Velva offense. Working at the 36-yard line on the road side of the field. Ben Shep, 42 touchdowns coming into today. His average pass play on the season, Bryce, is 17 yards through the air. Do they look to get more of that pass play going here? Is it more of a steady dose of Hank Bodine? Again, they set up this time with 3 wide receivers on the right. This time, Shep's just going to keep it. He goes right up the middle, flag on the play. He's hauled up. Back to that question, though, what would you do if you're Matt Weidler?
I tell you what, they have had success throwing the ball on early downs, kind of attacking that undersized secondary of Trinity. I do look for them to try and move the ball through the air quite a bit on this drive.
The officials come together. The gentleman with the white hat will now deliver the call on the play. It's a holding on the Aggies. Oh, you can see the body language of Matt Weidler doesn't change, however. He's like a tiger in the zoo over on the far sideline. Between him and John Oderman, the head coach of Trinity, I don't know who's more intense in this ball game here today.
I tell you what, I haven't really seen John Oderman talk to many other people on the sideline, all business, so I wouldn't take that personal, Owen, on that no interview at the half there.
That was priceless. Can we get an interview for PSP? Just the hardest no you've ever heard. Kind of like teaching your new black lab not to pee in the house. Quick hitter, Hank Bodine's got it here. He's up over the 45, rumbling down to the 50 before he's hit on the play. And Gage Glasser took him down, but the chains move. In all seriousness, though, we do understand completely. It's business in the state semifinals. John Oderman, he's been more than gracious to us over time on the PSP network. He's got other things on his mind, and that's getting to the Fargo Dome. Ball marked here at the 47-yard line. Velva, right hash, quick hitter. Eichelhardt gets it over on the far wing. Eichelhardt is going to dance. He's going to be up to a first down for the Aggies, and the chains move again before he's wrestled down at the just about the 40, what would you call it? 43, potentially over on the far side.
Holding call didn't really phase Velva at all there. Couple quick hitters, one to Bodine, one to Eichelhardt. In opponent territory already here on this drive. 2 minutes left in the third.
Time wearing thin. Big thanks again to OxyFresh, the Aggie Foundation, Flyway Landscapes, People's State Bank, Craig Monuments, Peterson Crop Insurance. First down and 10. Uh-oh, there's coverage in the pocket. Sacked is Ben Shep. You don't see that very often, but the core came in. They showed the heat, and Trinity executed flawlessly.
Look at the one who finishes it off. Said his name a lot. Dossinger cleaning that play up.
Melissa Selzler at Aflac, Velva Drug, bronzed and bladed, prepped and finish line burgers and brew, along with Ziegler Oil. Big thanks again to all those local sponsors that make this game possible. After the sack on Ben Shep, the Aggies are back at their own 46-yard line with a second down and 13. Here they hand off Hank Bodine. Bodine goes to the left. He's wrapped up at the ankle. Stop is made by Gillick. We have not seen the Velva Aggies on the season run into trouble like this. And the defensive stops on Hank Bodine, he's almost been clockwork. Anytime he gets the ball, he's good for at least 5 on the play, you'd have to say. Probably more than that on average with the big plays that he's had on the season. You look at what he's done on the year, Bryce, coming into the ball game here today for the Velva Aggies. Hank Bodine, came in with an average of 9.3. I actually had it written down. Oh, it's picked off. Schob takes it off the pass. Schob's got it up over the 40-yard line. And Luke Schob just intercepted Ben Shep. And we go the other direction now here for the Trinity Titans.
What a play by the Titans defense, undercutting that route. I'm not even sure if Shep saw him.
The body language of the Velva-D-A-G's. Well, they look like they just had the interception. Not on the positive side. Here come the Titans back up to the line. Ball marked at the 44. That's on their side of the football field from the left hash. 21 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 31-20. Trinity's on top, and we're going to see a timeout coming here from the Trinity Titans. It's brought to you by Hub International Insurance. Hub International, 355-3100. For all your business and personal insurance needs. We'll keep it inside of the press box here at Larry Sandy Field in Velva, North Dakota. Hulberg and Bryce Gutknecht. What is it about that pressure from the Trinity Titans that's really giving the headaches and nightmares here today for Ben Shep?
They've done a great job mixing it up. I've seen it. The coverage has been mixed up. Who they brought in pressure? They brought the safety at times. They brought the linebackers. They've showed 5-man fronts. It's been super impressive on the defensive side of the ball. We haven't seen Velva having this much problems on offense all year. What a job so far.
What a job is right. Velva's blown the doors off of most opponents. So have the Trinity Titans. Both teams came in at 11-0 today. And now Dossinger goes up the near sidelines. He's pushed out of bounds after he crossed over the 40. Yoakum made the stop. They're going to say he went out of bounds more like the 45. 44 actually is where they're going to mark that football. Trinity again, no huddle offense, working from the left hash, 44-yard line of the Aggies here with 16 seconds to play in the third quarter. 11-point lead. Pressure in the pocket. Kovash fires out. Dossinger goes up after it. He reels it in against Bruner, and then Dossinger takes it inside the 20 for a first down and another trip to the ServPro red zone for the Trinity Titans.
I tell you what, I was watching that play develop downfield. Bruner seemed to know it was coming out there. A split second later, we're talking an interception, and he might still be running.
Trinity's been impressive here today. The money line on the Vegas odds today, what would you have this game at favoring Trinity?
Oof. I don't think I would. But I have been super impressed.
Handoff again, Dossinger going to the left side at the 19 before he's hauled up. Defensive stop coming there as the quarter will come to an end. Making the play was Selzler. 31-20 in favor of the Trinity Titans. What are the Vegas odds that Velva, Drake Adams, Garrison, the #1 ranked team and defending champions, come back in this ball game?
We're going to find out. Fourth quarter is going to be a lot of fun.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
I wouldn't say that the Velva fans are stunned, but they seem a little stunned here as we enter quarter number 4, 31-20, Trinity on top, and they have possession of the football.
Yeah, huge drive here. Like I said, they got to try and dial up a turnover here of some sort of fumble or pick.
on the handoff here. Starting the fourth quarter, they go to Dossinger again. One of these teams will play in the state championship next week at the Fargo Dome. We'll have digital radio coverage for you. Their opponents still in the works. That game over on the east side of the state. You have an update from the matchup out east.
5 minutes left in the third. Kindred is up 34-20 over Langdon area Edmore Munich.
34-20, so just a 3-point difference in that one to this one. Working now inside the Serve Pro red zone are the Trinity Titans from the right hash. 3 wide receivers over on the left side. 1 on the right side here as Kovash is back to pass. Kovash takes a shot over to the corner of the end zone. There's going to be a flag on that play. Yeah, pass interference all day long as Braden Bossert got into Glasser over there. Glasser couldn't get around him. And that's going to march the Titans deeper into the Serve Pro red zone here with 11:13 to play in the ballgame.
Basically, about the third time I've seen that play call. Every time it seems like Velva's brought pressure on there. That inside receiver is going to run like a wheel out. The outside receiver clears it out. A huge penalty in that. Oh, man, that one stings. Can't get off the field on third down. It's been the story.
Well, and Trinity doesn't need any extra help in this ball game. We've seen that. They've put 31 points up on the board here today. They're inside the 10 now as they work here from the shotgun. Middle of the football field. Dossinger goes to his left, then his right. He's going to be wrapped up at the 5, and it brings up the second down and goal situation from the 5-yard line. Working on the right hash again.
I'd be pretty surprised if anybody but Dossinger gets the ball. Maybe try and do a little play action pass, set it up. He's been so effective down here in the red zone.
Ryan Family Dealerships replay had Velva scoring first, then 2 straight from Trinity. Make it 3 straight. Velva with 2 of their own back-to-back. Trinity got the last one. They look for another one here on the keeper. Kovash trying to hit the edge of the far side. Oh, look at Volson goes after Kovash, wrangles him down inside the 4-yard line, and it's a third down and goal here for the Trinity Titans with 10:15 to play in the ballgame.
Great play by Volson. Haven't seen too many of those today. Just plays in open space, making the tackles right away. A lot of missed tackles, like I've said. Here we are again, third down.
Under 10 ticking down. From the left side of the football field, just inside the 5-yard line for the Titans as they work with 2 in the backfield. They hand off. Dossinger goes to his right, then to his left, trying to get in, hits the edge, touchdown. Dossinger bounced off a man that had the coverage, gets past Bossert and into the end zone. Dossinger's got number 4 here in the ballgame.
I tell you what, that left side of that offensive line may give a little love to the big hogs up front. Ham and Dahl have had a game over there. Dossinger might have to buy their goodies at the inner base on the way out there, Nick.
Point after attempt coming here for Sobolik. Hold is down, kick is up. Sobolik just doesn't miss. 38-20, it's an 18-point lead for Dickinson Trinity. Dossinger dancing and prancing to 4 touchdowns in the ball game, trying to take his Titans to the Dakota Bowl. They're looking to get back to the big dance. They've been there 6 times. It's been since 2006.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
9:43 to play in the ball game. One of the highest powered offenses in the state of North Dakota, the Velva-D-A-G Garrison Aggies are down by 18 as the Trinity Titans come up to the Star City today, and boy, have they been fantastic with a capital F.
It's been a show. After that first kickoff, you hand it over to Velva. They score right away. You're kind of wondering what kind of day it's going to be. Been all Titans since then. Super impressive on the road today.
End over end kick comes up to Eigelhart, and then Eigelhart is pasted. Jillick took him all the way from the 25-yard line and marched him all the way back inside the 20. They're going to give him credit at the 25. Is it too early for Dickinson Trinity to start booking rooms in Fargo for next week?
Never know. You were witness to it last night. They were in that third quarter. It was 24-7, I believe. Minot was down. Look how that game ended up. A lot of weird things happen in sports. Never know.
Shep pressure to the pocket. He's rushed forward. Shep's going to dance all the way up over the 34-yard line before he's brought to the ground. That's good enough for a first down. No matter what that answer is to that question, Velva's got to hurry here.
Yeah, you got to be in hurry mode here. Maybe have a couple plays in your pocket. Say, hey, we're going this next way. We're going to get on the ball, go with that. Maybe give the ability to Shep to maybe change the play if he wants.
Working now here from the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, Shep's going to call the orders out. Shep falls back to pass. He's got coverage. Firing it out to Reggie Bruner. The coverage out of the secondary has just stymied the Aggies here today. Show them out of the secondary. My goodness, those guys probably are the MVPs in today's game when you look at the defensive side of the ball and what the Trinity Titans have been able to do, holding Velva to just 20 points through 3 quarters of football.
Jake Schob said, hey, I got Luke Schob over the top. I got help. Double coverage. Tough throw to make there. Great coverage, like you had said. Super impressive all day.
9:01 to play in regulation. Ball to 35. Second down and 10. They fake the handoff. Eigelhart. Shep's got time in the pocket. Across out in the middle. Incomplete. Yoakum was the intended target. And again, the Schobes were there as the free safeties again. And that pass just a bit over the head of Yoakum. Not much he could do on that play. Brings up a 3rd and 10 again here from inside Velva territory.
Once again, these safeties have just been everywhere for Trinity. Great coverage scheme today.
38-20 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Locations in Arizona and North Dakota. BNC Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Find them online, bnc.bank. Taking another shot. This time, Hank Bodine's open. Oh, he reaches out for it at the 40-yard line of the Titans. He reels it in, and there's a big play that might start the motor for the Aggies. It's a first down, and 10 coming here as Velva goes from their own 30 all the way up to the Trinity 40-yard line, right hash, and the Aggies have a fresh set of 4 downs coming.
Great protection there by the line, creating some time for Shep, sneaking Bodine out down the sideline, laying out, making a great play.
From the right hash, 1st and 10. 2 wide receivers on the right side. Shep thought about a quick hitter. Now they're going to go up the far sideline. Incomplete as that pass was sent towards the Velva sideline, but it didn't have a target there for it. 2nd and 10 coming here for the Aggies. Planet Pizza brings you the ball game today. Local pizza shop around for 25 years. That gives you a pretty good indicator of how good Planet Pizza is. Try their 30-inch Galactic Pizza or the Personal Pan Pluto Pizza. It's a mouthful to say.
You think you and I could take down a 30-inch Galactic?
Over a course of a Sunday watching football, we'd have to start at 11 a.m.
We'd give it a heck of an effort.
We'd go to 11 p.m. Shep's back to pass. Fires to Hank Bodine. He's got it here. Bodine's up over the 30-yard line. Makes a cut now. Another. Hank Bodine's got a first down. He's down to the 24-yard line, and Hank Bodine tried to take the game into his hands. First down for the Aggies on the quick hitter to Hank Bodine that results in a first down.
Hank Bodine making a few guys miss. We haven't seen a lot of that. The running game, like you said, has been shut down for the most part. It's to see Hank get a little loose there on for a few. First down for Velva.
38-20, Trinity on top, 8:08 to play here in regulation. Shep back to pass, looking to take a shot again. He has a man on the far side. It's Bodine, pylon, touchdown. Shep to Bodine, and from the 25, the Aggies strike for 6.
That same play from earlier, sneaking him out down the sideline, gets behind the coverage. Shep with perhaps his best throw of the day. That one to Bruner was very good too, but when they needed it, come up with a score. Still 8 minutes left.
38-26 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Aggies are going to try to make it a 10-point game as they put Hank Bodine in the backfield here on the 2-point conversion. Pitch off to Hank Bodine. They reverse it off to Eigelhart. Eigelhart on his feet, sent it into the end zone. It's picked off. Schob takes it. And you talk about the coverage in the secondary. Jake Schob, Johnny on the spot again, and he'll shut the door. The lead is at 12, 38-26. Trinity on top. 2-point conversion, no good, but Ben Shep finds Hank Bodine from 35 out. And with the second shy of 8 minutes left in regulation, this one's not over in the Star City. State semifinal coverage of single A football here on the PSP Network.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how.
Aggies to kick off after Hank Bodine got into the end zone from Ben Shep. Deep kick here all the way back at the 15. It's going to be fielded here by the Titans, and they're up to the near sideline all the way almost to the 40-yard line as the run back from Kuderna. I thought he was dead to rights back at the 15-yard line. Picked the ball up. He had the coaching staff yelling at him here on the near sideline. He got it and put the hammer on the gas. And field position that is favorable. He's all the way up to the 37 here, Bryce, with 7:54 to play in regulation. 12-point lead. Right side of the football field on the right hash, the Titans in those white uniforms. Double T's on the helmets in red. Work from the shotgun. Handoff. Dossiger, 4 touchdowns today. He's going to be near a first down marker as he went right on the hash marks over the 45 before he was brought down out in the secondary, and the stop was made by the Aggies' Kelsa Maskell.
Back to that kickoff. I think Kuderna had a little bit of a brain fart and thought it was almost like a punting situation because he was getting away from the ball. You see the sideline just frantically telling him it's a live ball. We got to pick it up and go. Almost a disaster there.
Turned nothing into something without
Absolutely.
a doubt. Second down and 2 here at the 41-yard line. Titans working on their own side of the field. Right hash handoff. Dossiger up the middle. Dossiger's down. Where will they spot the ball? He's going to be shy of a first down here, Bryce, and a 3rd down and 2 still remains here for the Titans. Velva needs something big. A stop here would be in that category. If they could force a turnover, obviously that would change the whole pendulum of momentum. But this play on 3rd down is the biggest here in the ball game with 6:40 to play in regulation.
They have to get off the field on this play. They got to come up with something here.
Titans work with a wide out on the left, one on the right, 41-yard line. 46-yard line. 3rd down and 2 from the shotgun again. Kovac calling for it. Handoff. Dossiger comes to the left. He's got a first down and more. He's up over the 45, rumbling down to the 43. And a play that will move the chains and put the clock to 6:18 remaining. 12-point lead at 38-26. Trinity on top here. They move with their offense. And guess who? Dossiger, who has been fantastic with the capital F, as mentioned here in this ball game.
Give a little love to the left side. I'm going to give a little love to the right side on that. Another great right side of the line there. Roars and Stockard. Fantastic job getting the edge for Dossinger.
Working at the 50-yard line. It's taken by Kovash. He busts free, gets past Hank Bodine. Kovash is dancing. 5 touchdown. Jace Kovash just took the ball from the 44-yard line to the house, and the Titans add 6 more.
Caden Ham, the left tackle, setting that play up, getting the read for Kovash. What a play. Pushes it to 44-26 with only 5:46 remaining. How about this? 40-plus points for the Titans today.
My goodness. Point after. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. Sobolik, no big surprise there. It's good. 45-26. Sobolik does it again. The most that Velva has given up on the season, 20. That happened twice. Bowman County put 20 on him. So did Stanley. 8 against, 13 against, 16 against, 19 against, 12 and 7. Today, 45 for the Dickinson Trinity Titans. They're getting closer to being able to book those rooms in Fargo next week.
6-yard line nearing the Serve Pro red zone are the Demons already. Handoff, Hankey. Dances in the hole, now he speeds and bursts outside, accelerates to the 20, 15, 10, 2 touches, 2 touchdowns.
Carter Hankey, this time they go left, and he just does what he does so well is he read the block. It wasn't off tackle, it wasn't off the guard on the inside, and he took his time, then he bounced to the outside, got a great little kick out block, a touch block, and deep down.
45-26. Trinity Titans on top of the Velva-D-A-G as an end-over-end kick lands at the 10 in the hands here of Eigelhart. He's got company. Eigelhart dancing, trying to get Freeze up to just about the 30-yard line. 5:40 left in the ballgame. Velva needs some magic and a rabbit's foot in the worst way right now because their chances of going back-to-back as single-A champions are starting to look pretty dim right now here on their home field, trailing the Titans 45-26.
The Titans have had an answer after every score for Velva. Every quarter, every possession. It's just super impressive job by Coach Oderman and the Titans here on the road.
From the shotgun, Shep's got it, rolling back. Fires it out, Eigelhart's got it, then he's just wrangled up and corralled. Guess who? Luke Schob makes the tackle. That was after a first down gain. Sorry, that was Jake Schob on the coverage. Ball's up to the 41-yard line.
I don't know how much time you can huddle here. Got to be up on the ball, ready to go in the hurry up. Time is not your friend right now if you're the Aggies.
Skilled players in football get so much of that love. 1st and 10. Here for the Aggies, working from their own 40-yard line on the right hash. Shep thought about a quick hit or pump fake, fires it across. Is it on the ground or is it complete? It's Volson that's got it. He says he's got it here at the 50. They give him credit for it. It's going to be a 2nd down and 1 coming here for the Aggies.
Good pressure on Shep there. He took a pop on that play.
Back to talking about those skilled guys. A lot of times that line is overlooked. Dickinson Trinity's offensive and defensive line here today, the unsung heroes. Man, have they been good.
I have been so impressed with their offensive line. Both sides have just sprung Dossinger free a number of times. They got incomplete on that, huh? I had it as a catch. Ooh.
Ben Shep fell back to pass. Sent it to the 30-yard line, and Trinity Volson was there. He went down to the ground. Looked like it was clean, but they're going to rule it incomplete, and it brings up a 3rd down and 2 coming here. Ball marked at the 49. Aggies need to hurry. 4:38 is what remains on the game clock. After the pass, that game clock is stopped. Play clock down to 12. Aggies spread it out. 2 receivers each side. Working here from the right hash. Back to pass again. Ben Shep trying to air it out. Quick hitter over to Eigelhart. Incomplete. Just a hair in front of him. And a 4th down. And what could be the ball game here for the Velva-D-A-G Garrison Aggies.
The pressure caused that. Eigelhart's open in the flat over there. I think it was Yoakum. I'm sorry. Great pressure. Getting the ball out when he didn't want to. That's what caused that incompletion there, Nick.
Melissa Selzler and Aflac, Velva Drug, bronzed and bladed, prepped, finish line. Burgers and Brews, Ziegler Oil, Peterson Crop Insurance, Craig Monuments, People State Bank, Flyway Landscapes, Oxy Fresh, the Aggie Foundation. Can't thank them all enough. Handoff, Hank Bodine. Oh, he's wrapped up. He goes backwards on the 4th down, and it's a turnover on downs as Jillick slams the door in a big way, and Trinity takes over the football at the Velva 45-yard line.
No surprise, Nick, but Mr. Dossinger involved in on that play. 4th down, turning it back over to Trinity. Only 4.5 minutes left. Down 19, excuse me.
Titans have it here. 1st down and 10. At the Velva 45, middle of the field. Quick pitch to Glasser. Glasser cutting left, right. Then he is taken down after a short gain of just about 2 on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 8. Big thanks to Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. They offer 0% financing and free consultations, either virtual or in the office, Bryce. They enjoy professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. Check them out at minebraces.com. Third Orthodontics Company, not a dentist. I need a dentist bad. I'm in some pain here in the back of my mouth. I don't even know what to think of that.
You might have to give them a call Monday.
Glasser on the handoff, comes to the right side. Selzler takes him down to the ground. Back at the 45, that's going to be a loss on the play. Back to the original line of scrimmage and a 3rd down coming here. Matt Weidler's going to take a timeout. We'll take one with him. Hub International Insurance brings you the timeout. Excuse me. Not sure what happened there. I wasn't even eating one of those cookies, my friend. That came out of nowhere. 45-26. Trinity's on top. Take a drink of this Red Bull. We'll come back with the finale of this one. You got to go way back to find the last time the Velva Aggies lost. 24-game win streak on the verge of coming to an end here today. 3:35 left in regulation. They're not down by a bit. They're down by what seems like a mile right now. 45-26 to the Trinity Titans. Play action here as Kovash has it. Kovash is just going to slide forward. And up to the 40-yard line on the baseball side goes Kovash.
Smart play by Kovash there. Stay in bounds, force another timeout.
Aggies call another timeout here. 3:17 remains.
The trick to throwing well is knowing where you want the ball to go. Like how the local bankers at First Western Bank and Trust take the time to learn about you and recommend the banking services like online banking or personal loans that keep your goals on target.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us. .321 left in the ball game.
Titans on top of the Aggies, 45-26. 4th down and a long 6 here for the Trinity Titans. They're going to be forced to punt. Putting a boot on it. Sobolik towering punt, straight up, spiraling, dropping at the 20. Look at that thing take a roll in favor of the Titans all the way down inside the 15. Aggies come out with a 1st down and 10. It's not over till she's singing. You know who I'm talking about, but she's officially got the voice warming up now at 45-26 with 3:12 left in the ballgame.
I tell you what, these Titan fans are feeling it over here. They're up cheering with the cheerleaders. Some might be booking a room right now. They are excited over here, Nick.
Stick around tonight for our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show. We'll have a full recap of this ball game. We'll have our move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. And our MVP of the showdown here today brought to you by Sport Clips. Ben Shep back to pass. Shep's got trouble in the pocket. He's going to be forced out of it. Shep's going to run it up over the 30-yard line before he dances out of bounds on the Trinity sideline. 3:04 to play. 1st down, Aggies. As they'll work now from the left hash. Where are they going to mark him out of bounds at? Right at the 34. Make it the 33, rather. Is there a game plan for Velva here?
Score. Do whatever you can. Score quickly. Then go to an onside kick. It's whatever you can do and march down the field as quick as you can.
Those cookies that we had delivered up here to us, 1 to 10, what do you give those?
Oh, 10. That's courtesy of Matt Weidler's wife, Coach Weidler's wife, Amanda. Shout out to her.
Wow. Shep back to pass, fires it across, has Eigelhart, turns upfield. He's over the 45-yard line, gets to the 50. 1st down here for the Aggies. They have to hurry and get on the football, as they will do just that as the chains move. Under 3 minutes to play here in regulation. 45-26 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Aggies are trailing the Trinity Titans. They're in unfamiliar territory here. They're on the verge of their first loss in 24 games. Shep rolling out to the right side, sends it forward. That pass is complete into the hands here of Volson. Then Volson picked up, Glasser picked him up and slammed him like the Macho Man Randy Savage at the 20-yard line. Wow, what a hit that was from Glasser.
Laying the lumber in the secondary on Volson. Volson's got quite a few pounds and inches on him, too.
1st down and 10. They mark it at the 23. Here's Shep back to pass on the right side of the field. That one's down into the grass. Shep goes down hard as he's hit on the coverage of the play there. Coming in was Isaac Dahl, the left guard, to make the stop. Left tackle, to make the stop. Well, the Macho Man would be smiling with the defensive performance here today from the Dickinson Trinity Titans.
He's snapping into a Slim Jim.
2:21 left in this ball game. 2nd down and 10. Approaching the Serve Pro red zone. Shep across the middle. Off to Hank Bodine. He's plastered there by Glasser. Flag on the play. And that's going to be a hit. So where will they mark this play here? The contact, and what will the call be here, Bryce? That could be a big play call coming.
Maybe a defenseless receiver. I don't know if it was a helmet-to-helmet. It's got to be one of those.
Conversation continuing with the gentleman in the stripes here today. Personal foul charged on Glasser. That was a hard hit. That looked like two kids just playing football. The game has changed a lot, though, however. You're going to see more of that as time continues here, Bryce.
Well, you could argue, you maybe see at the upper level where Glasser pancaked him on that one play to Volson. It's usually a penalty in the upper level as well, Nick. NFL, college football and stuff. They'll call that an unsportsmanlike.
Back to pass, Shep on a 1st down and 10. Needing a touchdown. In the worst way are the Aggies. Shep throws it away over on the far sideline. He goes down to the ground, and it brings up a 2nd and 10. Inside the Serve Pro red zone are the Aggies, but 2 minutes and 11 seconds is the enemy right now of Velva-D-A-G Garrison as they trail 45-26 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
I tell you what, they list Gage Glasser at 5'8", 145. He plays like a 6'1", 225 pound.
Fearless.
Correct.
Gotta like the way he plays, don't you?
Gotta love it.
He's got an edge. Back to pass. Shep firing. Corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Schaub there on the coverage. Eigelhart had that one knocked out of his hands. 3rd down and 10 from the 12. And the Aggies are facing elimination here as time is officially wearing out at 2:07 to play in the ball game. Aggies need a touchdown and an onside kick and then some more things to go their way. Do you have an update from across the state by chance?
I believe the other game has went into overtime, Nick. I'm trying to get, it's kind of going back to 4th quarter, then they glanced overtime, but I got Kindred 34, Langdon 32.
Wow.
I'll try and keep us updated. I don't know if there's a glitch in this or something, but it is a close one here.
Well, nevertheless, bit of a dogfight over there in Kindred today. The Vikings trying to get back to the Dakota Bowl. Delay of game on Velva-D-A-G Garrison. That's going to march them back up to the 17. 3rd down and 15. 2:07 left in regulation. Big thanks again to our friends at Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Shep from the shotgun. Eigelhart, Bruner on the left side. Volson joins him. Hank Bodine in the backfield. One on the far right side as Shep falls back to pass. Fires across the middle. Off down Eigelhart. He's going to be towards the goal line. Meets 4 players from the Titans there. And slammed down again as Glasser takes him to the ground. Glasser kind of walking a fine line. We like that play with the intensity, but a little extra at the end of that play.
Glasser has just been a grown man out there in the secondary.
You ever seen the movie The Program?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
He would fit well in that lineup.
Might watch that tonight.
93 seconds left in regulation. Shep from the 1-yard line. Does he get in? Waiting for the call here.
Got him short, Nick.
Will be a 2nd down and goal. Inside the 1-yard line. Shep trying to punch it in here for the Aggies. He goes to the right, then he finds the seam. Glasser has the hit on him. Reggie Bruner and Glasser having a conversation now, but there's a flag on the play, Bryce. It's going to be on Dickinson Trinity. So that play is going to come back.
Glasser in the secondary, like you said, he's got a little edge to him. One of those guys that you love if he's on your team, but if you're playing against him, you don't care for him much.
No question about that. I like that kind of player, however. Ben Shep's into the end zone here in the 4th quarter. Minute 12 remains. From the half-yard line, Ben Shep is in. Lead down to 13.
Kind of a foregone conclusion there, but good job by the Aggies to punch one in there on that drive.
Velva's going to go for 2 here as they set up inside the 5-yard line. 2 points would be big at this juncture in the ball game if they can execute the onside kick. They go to Reggie Bruner. He's in for the 2-point conversion. (45-34) on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 11 the difference now in the ball game. Well, if Velva can find a way on an onside kick here, the hands team's going to come out for the Trinity Titans. What will Velva bring to the table?
Times like this, you really wish you had a kicker. An 11-point game, you know, if any chance at all you get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, we're talking the chances of converting 2 onside kicks. Obviously not in your favor, but if you could get that touchdown to cut it to 3, And you could obviously kick a field goal to tie the game and try and play for overtime.
Well, you hear the Velva fans come to volume. Trinity has one man back. They've got the hands team up on the 50-yard line. Hank Bodine's going to kick it off here for the Aggies. Here's the season for Velva. Trinity Titans looking to get to the Dakota Bowl for the first time since 2006. Wins in the state championship for the Trinity Titans coming in 2001, 2000, and 2005 off to the hands team, and it's gathered up. Titans have possession.
That our mystery man, they've kicked a few balls at him today.
Yeah, he's been busy, busier than we'd like to have him be without his number. We do apologize. Well, the hugs and the celebration start on the near sideline for the Trinity Titans. They are on their way to the Dakota Bowl, representing the west side of the state of North Dakota. Victory formation is out here for Jace Kovash and company, as a minute 9 will tick down off the clock here at Larry Sandy Field in Velva. 24-game win streak is going to come to an end here today in the state semifinals for the defending state champion Velva Aggies. What a ball game.
Trying to get us an update, a little more information on that Kindred game. Stay tuned here. I'll get us something. I'm committed.
Owen Patterson already down field side. Owen, are you ready for the challenge at hand? Seeing if you can get the words of the winning coach here. That's going to be the play in the game if you can make it happen from John Oderman here today.
I'm going to try my best.
I believe in you, Owen.
I believe in you too, my friend. Planning Team Financial at Shots Crossroads bring you the post-game show. That's going to come up next here on the PSP Network. We'll take a quick break and come back. We'll have the game reset. We'll have our player of the game brought to you by Sport Clips. Move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Owen Patterson's going to talk to a few players on the near sideline. And the winning coach, Trinity, is on to play for a state championship. They defeat Velva 45-34 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads bring you Post-game coverage of the state semifinals for single A football here today. 13-point difference as the Trinity Titans. 12-point difference as the Trinity Titans take down the Velva-D-A-G and advance to the state championship game. Velva ends their year at 11-1. Trinity moves to 12-0. Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. It's Planning Team Financial. Find them online, planningteam.com. Shots Crossroads can be found online as well at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. Get fueled up on that delicious menu that includes the famous number 99 at Shots Crossroads. Owen Patterson's on the field with John Oderman, the head coach of the Trinity Titans. I know that you got him there, Owen. We appreciate the effort down there. Down to you, my friend.
Coach, a lot of the attention was on Velva, being the #1 team, having a 24-game win streak, but you guys came in here and put 45 points on them. How good does it feel to be going on to the Dakota Bowl?
I mean, it feels great, and I think we're a team that nobody believed in it all year. Everybody thought that we couldn't stop the best teams in the state, and we stopped one of the best teams in the state when it mattered today, and then we got points on the board when we needed to. And we've got a lot of people in red and white that believed in us, but I don't think anybody else in the state did. And I mean, it's nice to prove that we're one of the best teams in the state.
Sent quite the message today. Talk a little bit about number 7, Ty Dossinger.
Yeah, I mean, Ty did a great job. I mean, he ran hard the entire day, played hard on the defensive side of the ball. But, I mean, you got to thank those guys up front because, Isaac Dahl, Jeremiah Gillick, coming from that H-back position, Tanner Rohr's pulling around on some of those plays too. I mean, our offensive line played just phenomenally all game today and really opened up some great. But you know what? To win these games this deep in the season, your studs have got to show up, and Ty, Jace, all those guys showed up in a big way.
Well, best of luck, Coach, next week in the state championship game.
Thanks a lot.
Well, we appreciate his time greatly. That's the head coach of the Trinity Titans, John Oderman. All joking aside, all business earlier on, you got to respect that too, and got to like what the coach had to say there. There's no question about it, Bryce, that I don't think he's wrong in talking about where the media had them in the season inside the top 5, but not at #1. And a lot of other people inside the state of North Dakota had Velva as the team to beat. They had Kindred as the team to beat. They had Langdon as the team to beat. Trinity really showing what they had to bring to the table here today. One of those key factors in the ball game was Dossinger, the running back. We'll see if we can get Owen Patterson to grab him as well here in just a moment. He's on the field celebrating with his teammates. Feel free to hop in there, Owen, and grab the running back here for the Trinity Titans.
Great job by Owen, that second effort to get that interview with Oderman. But a great interview by Oderman. Like he said, the east side. Oh, has he got him here?
Let's see if we can get him down on the field. Number 7 is who you're looking for there, my friend, out on the sidelines. Whenever you're ready, we'll take it down to you. Now he's in the mix of the celebration of the Trinity Titans. Be a fun interview. I'm excited to hear what that young man has to say. That was a phenomenal performance here today.
Hey, Ty, got another chance for an interview?
Yeah.
MVP.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, you put it all out on the line today. 4 touchdowns to advance your team to the state championship game. What was it like out there today?
I mean, they came out, they're a great football team. They were hitting hard, and my line was just making some big holes, letting me run through them, so I couldn't do it without them. So I'm so proud of them.
Today you guys showed a lot of energy. You were bringing it from the opening kickoff, really. A little bit of a struggling start, but after that you guys had full momentum the whole game. In the state championship game next week, I mean, you're going to have to bring that again, right?
Yeah. They came out, they punched first, but we can punch too. We punched back, and next week we're going to be expecting a tough physical game, so if they get up early, I have confidence that we can fight back.
Your coach talked about the underdog mentality you guys have taken on. Feel a little bit disrespected by the number 4 seed. Is that something that's been a theme in the playoffs?
Yes, we didn't know if anybody really believed in us, so we just did it for the people that were cheering for us, the guys in red, and we just worked our butts off to go out there and get it.
Great job today, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
Great job, Owen. Great interview down there, by the way. Owen, if you're still down there, let's see if you can get Matt Weidler, the head coach of the Velva-Aggies, if possible. Like to hear from him today if we can. If not, that's all right too. But Matt Weidler taking a loss here today, his first loss as the head coach of the Velva-Aggies. Those interviews were good down there on the sideline here today, without question. Gotta like to hear what both those teams say. And I don't think I would want to mess with Trinity come next Friday morning, taking on either Kindred or Langdon area Edmore Munich in the state championship. They're playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and certainly that paid off for them today.
Kind of a representation of their coach. You could just tell with that interview with Mr. Oderman there. Play that underdog mentality. Whole team's bought into it. You could just tell by that interview with Dossinger. Playing the no respect card, coming here, a performance like that. Everyone talking about the physical side of the east side teams and the offense of Velva. Trinity comes in. What a performance.
What a performance is right. Ryan Family Dealerships brings you our replay and game reset here today. We'll have Owen Patterson grabbing Matt Weidler, the head coach of the Aggies, in just a moment, standing with his family right at about the 5-yard line. Matt Weidler with his little guy down on the field. Not an easy one today by any means. For the Velva-Aggies, boy, they put up a valiant effort. They opened the ball game here today with a kick that ended up off the hands of one of the Trinity Titans. They force the fumble, they get the ball there, and they take it down at 9:40 of the first quarter and score from 32 yards out. It was Renji Bruner from Ben Shep that made it 6-0. Hank Bodine added a 2-point conversion, 8-0 Velva. They were off and cruising, but then it was Dossinger that came up with a 2-yard run at 3:32 remaining in the first quarter of play. That made it 8-6. Sobolik came in. We saw his foot for the first time in the ball game. 8-7 is where we ended the first quarter with the Aggies on top. In the second quarter, 3 touchdowns in a row for the Trinity Titans. First one at 10:46. It wasn't 3 touchdowns. It was 3 scores in a row. Excuse me, Bryce. 35-yard field goal from Sobolik made it 10-8. Trinity took their first lead. They didn't look back. Dossinger from 38 yards out at 9:33 made it 16-8. They added more with 6 more points on the board from Luke Schob from Kovash from 13 yards out. 24-8 in favor of the Trinity Titans. Hank Bodine at 3:28 remaining in the first half. Marched in from 8 yards out to make it 24-14. That's where we ended the first half, with the Trinity Titans on top by a 10 spot. In the third quarter, Velva came out and struck for first blood. 32-yard line. It was Ben Shep that found Renji Bruner. 24-20 ball game at that point at 6:26 in the third quarter. But then it was Dossinger that took the lead back to make it 31-20 with the point after with a 2-yard run. That's where we entered quarter number 4. Velva needed some magic, but it was Dossinger that shut them down in a hurry. 9:43 mark from 3 yards out. Dossinger again. Then it was Ben Shep to pull back within 12. He found Hank Bodine from 35 yards out. At 5:46, it was a 44-yard run from the quarterback, Kovash, 44-26. They made it 45-26 with the point after. And then from the half-yard line, late in the ball game, it was Shep that gets in. Bruner had the point after. 45-34 the final. Owen Patterson on the field with the Velva head coach, Mr. Matt Weidler. And these ones are never fun, but Matt Weidler, a professional, and Owen Patterson as well. Owen, take it away down there with Mr. Matt Weidler.
Yeah, it will. It will.
Coach, I know this one's going to be hard to take through the offseason, but there's no denying this is a dynasty here in Velva. How are you going to come back playing for next season?
Well, like in regards to next year, you know, first in regards to this game, I give Dickinson Trinity credit. You know, they were really good today. They were physical. They ran the football and completed some big passes and converted on some 3rd and long, 4th and long. You know, I think going into next year, I mean, the motivation right there. The kids we have, you know, returning, you know, this will be motivation enough for them, and they're great workers anyways, regardless of whether we won or lost, and keep going. So, you know, I won't have to say much. They'll be ready to compete. You know, it's a tough one to lose. You hate losing any senior, you know, and those guys, there ain't many of them, but they put forth 4 years for us, and I'm proud of them. And you know, we hate losing them, but you know, the group coming back, they'll be ready to grind here, you know, going into next year.
All right, go back to your players and fans as well.
Thank you.
Job well done down there, Owen. Gotta like those words from Matt Weidler, the head coach of the Velva-Aggies. Preseason pick that Velva's going to be right back on top of the region. You'd have to think next year with the guns that they're going to bring back into a gunfight in single A football.
A lot of ammunition coming back. I mean, you start with Shep, you start with Bodine. Great way to start for next year. Obviously, these ones sting, you know, but this happens to every team except one. You know, there's only one team that wins that final game, and hats off to Matt Weidler, first of all, for doing the interview. That's always not an easy thing, like you said. First year, building something great here off what Larry Sandy had done. Continued success, I think we'll see from the Aggies in the future.
What a ball game. What a game here today. Trinity Titans take the win over the Velva-D-A-G Garrison Aggies 45-34. Here in our Planning Team Financial Shots Crossroads post-game show, a couple awards to hand out. Starting with our Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the Game. Tonight's Move of the Game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They can help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online, jobberswarehouse.com. Whether you're moving across the town or across the country, they'll help you with locations in Minot, Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Once again, it's Jobbers Moving and Storage, the move of the game. Well, when there's that many points on the board, there's got to be a whole lot of conversations on what direction you could go. But how about the play that made it 44-26 when Kovash had the quarterback keeper on the option play from 44 yards out? That almost put a nail in the coffin in my mind here today.
Yeah, what a play design. I remember that one with the left tackle getting up, just blowing out that end. Kovash decides to keep it, makes a couple guys miss, basically untouched into the end zone, making the game out of reach.
There's your move of the game. Chase Kovash from 44 yards out. Touchdown number 35 on the season. He had more than that today because he was on pace. He's going to be good the state title game. He's going to have to be good the state title game next week. Congratulations, Chase Kovash. He's got our move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Time for today's MVP brought to you by Sport Clips, where you can get the MVP haircut experience at Sport Clips. Nothing else compares to it. You sit in a chair, put a hot towel on your face. It's fantastic. I've got the app. I just sign it online. It's quick. It's convenient. Sport Clips brings you the MVP and the MVP haircut experience. Those star players, those key players always have a lot of hype around them. Honorable mention today, offensive and defensive lines. Like Coach Oderman said here for the Titans today, man, those guys are certainly unsung heroes, and they were big today, weren't they?
To quote a former coach of mine, Pete Stember, who coaches baseball at Minot High, the hog mollies up front is what he referred to them as. What a game. I mean, what an effort. Each play, just securing the edge for Dossinger here and there. Super impressive job on the road. I can't say it enough what the job they did today. Wow.
4 touchdowns today for Dossinger. Worthy of our MVP selection here today in Velva. Ty Dossinger, 4 touchdowns, helping the Trinity Titans, the number 4 seed, take down the defending state champion Velva-D-A-G Garrison Aggies. The win streak has come to a close. You heard Matt Weidler say it, however. Motivation enough right there. The kids didn't need much to begin with because Velva has football in the bloodline. Next week at the Fargo Dome, we'll have wall-to-wall coverage on the PSP network. Did you get a final by chance of the other ball game across the state?
Courtesy of my wife, she's got the final for me. Kindred 34, Langdon 32. The Vikings are moving on, Nick.
Wow. Vikings and Titans in the state championship next week. That will be a fun one. The Spartans and the Central Knights in AA football next week. AAA matchup. The Minot Magicians will take on the Shanley Deacons. We'll get an update on that 9-man score later on on our social media. We can update it there. You can find it on the PSP social media platforms. We'll have the entire Dakota Bowl coverage, digital radio style, coming your way, courtesy of yours truly, Todd Domries, Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey. We'll be live at the Fargo Dome. Does that change your plans on making a trip to Fargo next week?
I'll be with you, Nick. I'm excited to come down. Obviously, 2003 Minot alum. I'm really looking forward to watching Minot play next weekend against Shanley. I played in this game back in 2003. I tell you what, not to sound cliche or anything and stuff, but be that guy, but this week for those kids is so enjoyable. I remember looking back, they're really going to enjoy this week and the game. It's something you just remember. I mean, mine was 20 years ago, and every time the Dakota Bowl comes up every year, I'm watching on TV or I'm at it. Like, you think about it. It's just going to be an awesome moment. I hope they really enjoy it. They're going to.
Should be a lot of fun next week. Partner, I sure appreciate your time on the air as well. A lot of fun covering Velva-Aggie football with you here in the postseason. We'll have plenty more of that coming your way next year. Join us all winter season long as well for basketball, hockey, wrestling, swimming coverage. Then we'll get into the spring sports as well. That does it for semifinal coverage. Put it in the books. We'll get ready for state championship round. Coverage on the PSP network for Mr. Bryce Gutknecht and Owen Patterson. Job well done today, fellas. A lot of fun working state semifinals with you. I'm Nick Hulberg signing off from here in Velva. The upset was complete. The upset, maybe not so much to the Trinity Titans. They have themselves picked higher than everybody else inside the state of North Dakota, playing with a chip, and boy, did they play hard today. They showed it. 45-34, the final. They take on Kindred in the state championship next week. Join us for region volleyball coverage coming up on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Owen Patterson will have the call on the PSP network. I'll have the call coming to you from the Dakota Bowl next Friday. Until then, hope you have a great weekend. Whatever you do, have a great night, and God bless.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Clean it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.